Single by choices, very lonely, not focused, dating market broken. Truth be spoken, marriage, divorce, single moms coping, high value mindset, yeah we chosen. Yeah. Look, broke men talking like they kings now. Social media selling fake crowns. Everybody want love but don't build. Everybody want peace but don't heal. Single moms tired, dads missing. High value men keep their vision. No simping, no lying, no pretending. We talk real life, no filters, no bending. Single by choice, marriage ain't dead, it's misused. Divorce courts breaking families loose. Dating apps turn love to a game. Swipe left pain, swipe right shame. Men gotta lead, women gotta choose. Accountability, something we don't refuse. We don't hate, nah, we educate. Truth hurts, but it's still first place. Rest in peace to the godfather of truth. The message still lives. Single by choices, very bitter, big mad. Truth over lies, real talk we have. SBC Nation, stand up, no cap. Gavin X Mr. Walker, facts on facts. Single by choices, single by choices. If you ready for the truth, you in the right voice. Truth in the mic, data market, wow, we shed the light. SBC Nation, real talk only. Gavin X Mr. Walker, never lonely. Single by choices, single by choices, single by choices.
Single by choices, Gavin X Mr. Walker. Two married family men, leading by example. Cart before the horse productions, truth over lies.
Let's talk about
SBC Nation,
single by choices,
Gavin X
Mr. Walker.
Two married family men, leading by example. Caught before the horse productions, truth over lies.
Let's talk about hot girl summer cancel. City boys up, they ain't stressing no more. Broken homes, everybody outside, but marriage getting low, low, low. Duck in the streets, wildin', wildin'. Bonkeisha hunching all through the night. Glazed galaxy, everybody toxic. SBC Nation, know we right. Scrolling through the timeline, chaos every day. Everybody toxic, nobody wanna stay. Baby daddy drama, kids caught in the middle. Club every weekend, but the rent just little. Quarter zip sweater, we moving different now. Men tryna level up, family first style. Truth over lies, yeah we call it how it is. Too many broken homes, who raising all the kids? City boys winning, they done learned the game. Passport flights overseas, everything changed. Modern dating market looking insane. Everybody want love, but nobody wanna change. Girl summer cancel, girl summer cancel. City boys up, they ain't stressing no more. Marriage rate slow and the single mom's high. Everybody asking why. Love how flexing in designer. Bonkeisha outside every night. SBC Nation in the building. We bring truth back to life. Summer nights, city life. Everybody searching for somebody right. But these streets cold, hearts on froze. Now everybody's scared to let love grow. Yeah, we married family men, trying to lead by example. Too many people moving off impulse and scandal. Social media got relationships cooked. Everybody want attention, nobody wanna look at the stats. Facts, truth hurt bad. Kids need fathers, that's why the world mad. SBC Nation in the chat going crazy. Hit the like button if you feel me, baby. Super chat flying, cash app buzzing. Truth over lies, yeah the whole crew coming. Caught before the horse, we building donations, no industry favor.
Hit the like button, subscribe to the channel,
Support the show.
Cash App and Super Chats.
Girl, toma ghetto.
Single by choices. Gavin X Mr. Walker.
SBC Nation. SBC Nation.
Hit the like button,
Subscribe to the channel.
support the show. Cash App and Super Chats.
Single by choices.
Gavin X Mr. Walker.
SBC Nation.
Screwed up. 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 H-Town vibes. Screwed up. Screwed up, single by choice. H-Town vibe. Single by choice. A single by force. Love got lost, now we paying the cost. Welcome to the real, no cap, no gloss. Yeah, it's Gavin X Mr. Walker in the building, let's talk facts. Single women scrolling, but they lonely at night. Baby mama drama, got the kids in the fight. Big, deadbeat dads ducking, ain't raising AC. Broken homes everywhere, now the cycle just repeats. Marriage look risky, divorce on the rise. Modern day love full of games and lies. Everybody want love, but don't play their role. Now we got a whole generation lost with no goals. Single by choice, a single by force. Your truth over feelings, yeah, we bringing it raw. Welcome to the show where we breaking the law. Nug on the couch playing 2K all day. Bone Keisha fed up like, boy, you gotta find a way. Bills stacking up, love turning cold. She out in the streets, now the story get bold. Now they both lost, trying to figure it out. Toxic love cycles, yeah, where we calling it out. This that real talk, not the fairy tale dream. This that wake up call for the whole damn scene. R.I.P. Kevin Sam, what they ain't wanna hear, but it was real. With accountability, where that we just tryna build, not tear down the pack.
Hit that like button. Subscribe. Don't front, cash out. Support the show, super chat, let it flow. SBC Nation, we see y'all. Call it for the horse, stand tall.
H-Town vibe.
Single by choices. Consequences.
Welcome to the truth.
You ready for the truth? You in the right
It's time!
Let's get it on.
Welcome, welcome, welcome. Live, Single by Choices, brought to you by
Copy for the horse production.
We live. Welcome to
Copy for the horse production.
It's Thursday night, Mr. Walker. How you feeling, brother?
Yes, sir. I am feeling freaking-tastic per usual. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, El Nug Nugs and Le Bonquishas. Welcome to Cart Before the Horse, Single by Choices. In affiliation with the Bougie Negro Podcast, and also, as all you Negroes know, in association with Ain't No Fun Once the Rabbits Got the Gun Entertainment. What's going on with you this fine Single by Choices Thursday?
Welcome in, SBC Nation. Make sure you guys hit the like button, hit the subscribe button on the way in. We're going to cook up tonight.
After you jive chickens to do those two very simple things, come one, come all this fine August 13th, 2026. As you can see, Gavin X and I are very much still in the mix, reporting live to you jive chickens from this wonky, ever-changing dating, mating, and rage baiting market, my baby.
Yeah! Boom, shakalaka!
So welcome in. Like I said, make sure you guys are hitting the like button if you have not yet. Y'all see the thumbnail, Bonquisha poking people in their face, looking mean as ever. It's going to be one of them nights.
Strong, independent, don't need no man. I start reading that shirt, doing the intro. Most threw me off, man. Ain't that the truth, sisters? Listen, with this accountability did and still comes some love, little bit of understanding. You guys were strong and independent to your own fault, to your detriment. Too strong, too independent. Now it's literally deleting y'all. Unfortunate.
So we're going to talk about it tonight. All right. And shout out to Lee Turner. Come through gifting a membership.
We appreciate you, Brother Lee.
And Sister Olawa with the super sticker.
Appreciate you, Sister Olawa. Thank you kindly.
Yeah! Boom, shakalaka!
Appreciate you, sister. And Brother Frederick Howard come through with the membership.
We appreciate you, Brother Frederick.
And yeah, we see some of y'all in the chat late to the news with Brother Leon. Yeah, Stevie D. For the people who missed last night's Regal Rumble, first of all, Truth Over Lies. Make sure you go over to the Truth Over Lies channel. We cooked up last night, and man, I almost forgot. Yeah, that was just crazy.
Oh, it got crazy. You know, shout out to Miss X. It was more kind of like a double header. It got crazy. We was up there cooking up. Then we got to the feature with Tasha K claiming she ain't FBA. Most definitely egregious. Big shout out to our freedom fighting sister Ebony, Sister Nais, Mr. 40 coming up rocking with us, and even Jay Priggity. Yeah, Jay Prince for president made an appearance. If you missed it, shout out to Replay Gang. Go check it out.
That part. Yeah, shout out to Mr. Wilson who pulled up as well. Yeah, catch the replay. And like I was saying, during last night's show, we revealed to the chat that our crazy dysfunctional uncle that we love kindly, Uncle Leon King, has passed on to glory. For those who missed last night's show, yes, we're saddened.
Oh, Leon, dust in the wind. Goodbye, Leon. For now.
Shout out to Brother Leon. So maybe by the end of the show, maybe we'll bring out some retro Leon we'll see if we have time here tonight, or we're gonna have to find sometime this weekend to talk about the brother, because he definitely meant a lot to SBC Nation. Been here for years, rocking with us. So rest in peace, brother.
Oh, big time. It goes without saying, Brother Leon got some of the most memorable moments over here. Lovely crash outs, if I will. Funny. And we had, we talked to Leon behind the scenes in the email and stuff. And he really did enjoy coming up here raising heck. He definitely, that was him, but he definitely was putting on just to put a smile on people's face. And he for sure will be missed.
That part. So, we just, and you know what? Leon has sent us an email months back, and I ain't go through. I'm going to go back and see what that was about. Because we don't know. Hell, Leon might have been dropping some type of clue. Make sure there wasn't no foul play involved. We might have, we're going to do some journalism ourselves. Because I don't know. Leon was sending over stuff, so I don't know.
Yeah, can't give too much context right now, but I took a peek. Some of the stuff was kind of heavy. You know what? Here we go. Put on your tinfoil hats. I was thinking the same thing as I'm sitting here, and just coming to terms. Brother Leon gone. There's a question mark. He gone, but why? We can assume, but I'm like, hey, now I want to know exactly what went on. But we're gonna take a look at our email and see if we can come up with something. Might be something, might be nothing, but we're gonna see.
There you go. So with that being said, rest in peace to Brother Leon, and we're going to cook up tonight in his honor. Rest in peace, brother.
Rest in peace. Rest in power. Rock in power, Brother Leon. Rock on.
There you go.
Yeah! Boom, shakalaka!
So as y'all see in the thumbnail, modern women are strong, independent, and don't need men.
Yeah. They've been living it. They've been, well, I ain't saying it's true, but they standing on it. No, kind of. Semi, cattywampus like they standing on it. It ain't looking good. I keep saying they kind of standing on it because they teetering. It's a shaky foundation. Now they out here and they are having issues, if you will, because they claim they don't need a man.
So, yeah. Okay, Sister Ebony says she got an email too. Yeah. So, like I said, I never looked into it, but yeah, I'm looking into it.
Yeah, okay. Got some conspiracies brewing. Now we here for a good conspiracy. All right.
Listen, they don't want SBC Nation on the case. Tell you that.
I'm telling you. Listen here. We're gonna look at these emails. We're gonna share some notes. We're gonna get our detective on.
There we go. And shout out to Naif, who pulled up last night, causing trouble. Says greetings, brothers, Ebony Dean, chat on fire, ready to go.
Shout out to Sister Naif. She thinks she trouble. If you trouble, if you are problems, JP is just doomsday. I don't know how to say. I got to draw there's a big gap. If you trouble, he's like anti-life. God, dog. God.
And shout out to our brother Ryan Page, come through dropping 5 channel memberships.
We appreciate you, brother Ryan. Always coming through, always support.
Yeah! Boom, shakalaka!
We appreciate you, brother. So here we go. We ain't gonna waste much time. All right, y'all see the thumbnail? We're gonna start tonight with one of these struggle quishas to get the show going.
Let's see what it look like when they strong. Let's take a look and see what it look like when they independent and don't need no man.
So this one here, I forget her name, Alicia or something. She's 25 years old with 4 kids with the yams. They all got yams, I guess.
Just laid up, getting hunched on. That's it. Nothing more, nothing less.
I woke up this morning with the mindset that I do not want to label myself as a single mother anymore. And it's not because I'm ashamed of it, and it's not because I don't want it to be my reality, but because I'm realizing that I am so much more than my relationship status that is attached to motherhood. I am a mother, I am a woman, and I am building a life right now. I'm growing, healing, loving, and becoming the person that God has called me to be. And for the past few months, when I looked at myself, all that I could see was single mom. And I'm ready to stop letting that be the headline of my story, okay? And honestly, if you feel like me, you should let that stop being the headline of your story too. And yes, Yes, right now I'm in a household raising my children alone. I'm carrying a lot on my own, but I'm not going to let that define me. And to be quite honest, I refuse to let my struggle be my identity. I'm a woman building something because God knew that I could handle it. And honestly, I think it's about time that I start introducing myself that way.
She belongs to the streets. Don't say God. She don't want to be saved. Don't say God.
It don't matter what you think or how you feel. The truth is the truth. I think I told JP that last night. Y'all can live in some alternate reality, but you know what I mean? You don't have to accept the truth. That's kind of y'all problem. They just got a problem with acceptance. It's hard.
Yeah, you gonna mess up your money. You playing around. It's in your best financial interest to continue to introduce yourself as the struggling single mom. That is the mission statement for your poverty streaming. What you about to come up here and say, nah, huh? I'm just a single godly woman trying to strive to do better. And clicks and views in the tank. Huh? The internet don't want your wholesome madness. The internet don't want to see you grow and mature. Show them ignorance. Show them cheeks.
So for the old and the new, if you're here, my name is Alicia. I'm a 26-year-old mom of 4, raising 4 beautiful kids and trying to figure out myself on the way. Now, I currently just left a 10-year relationship, not because it was just terrible, but because we have outgrown each other and we needed time to figure out who we are apart. And truthfully, it really...
Y'all wildin'. This is what happens. So allegedly, what, you done gave him 4 kids over 10 years. You're only 26. So, you know, you said that when you was 20. So you say you was with this guy since high school. Y'all got 4 kids. And then you say, let's separate to figure things out. You know what's about to happen? You're going to have a kid by another man. And then he more than likely to come back. We done seen this dynamic to where a man will come back and then he'll knock you up again after that. And you'll be 6 kids deep.
There is no happily ever after in these taking a break and come back together. Because what happens? What happens whenever they say, hey, let's link back up. Let's reconnect. Let's reconnect. What happens? They're gonna sit there on the couch or either before, most likely they'll do it after they hunch. Because this conversation is going to ruin the mood. So they most likely just go hunch, get that out the way, and then, hey, what have you been doing? What have you been up to? Suspicion's gonna rise and security's gonna flare up. And like you said, somebody just wind up pregnant. No relationship ever gets established. It's just all effed up.
It was just time to let God kind of, decide, were we supposed to be together or are we not? We had to figure that out on our own. And honestly, I can't really tell you how it's going. The last few months have been really rocky for me. I lost myself in ways that I don't even want to talk about. I went back to partying and drinking, things I haven't done in almost 2-3 years. And I would not even sit here and say I'm proud of myself because I am not. I stopped going to church. I stopped talking to the people that literally helped me keep my head on straight. And don't get me wrong, I've met a lot of good friends that I am so glad to call a friend on the way. It's honestly time for me to get back to who I really am and back to the calling that God has already put on my life. Running from it is not going to get me where I need to be.
Why y'all be bringing God into y'all mess so conveniently? God don't bless no mess. So yeah, I'm just gonna get back to my calling that God has on me. They all say it, even Big Dime. Everybody got this calling from God.
Is their soul searching for something? Is that a cry for help? They trying, right? They're saying something. I got to get back on track. They are indirectly acknowledging that they live in FUBAR. You understand? And she did come up here. She was reading her Bible. She been trying, but failing terribly. As she said, she went back out to drinking and partying, and she left one aspect out. If you think she was being a good girl for months on end, then just went out and did a little bit of drinking and a little bit of partying and didn't conclude that night with a little bit of raw hunching, you smoking with cigarettes.
I'm honestly just so glad that I'm able to realize and know what I need to do to get myself back where I was at. So with all that being said, welcome to this new journey of honestly finding out who the true me is. I hope y'all enjoy. Been trying to get my kids in school for 2 days. Literally feel like I have about 5 loads of laundry to do. Lost my debit card. And let's not mention I walked around with the stain on my pants all day long. So happy Tuesday. No, seriously, the kids were supposed to start school yesterday. Unfortunately, their old school never sent over their withdrawal papers, which means my kids are still at home. But on the bright side, the school went ahead and approved everything because mama got her part done like I supposed to, and the school didn't. They get to start school first thing in the morning. So let's just say our first day is officially Wednesday. I guess it would not be my life if something did not go wrong, because at this point, that's all that's been happening. And I know y'all gonna say, girl, don't be speaking negative like that. Don't be putting, look here, let me tell you, if something does not go wrong at least one time a day, I'm starting to think, is the earth about to, you know, split open or something?
So here we go. Bonquisha up here with the yams in the belly. All right, 4 kids deep, but only over here at SBC Nation, we're going to ask the question. All right, would you play stepdaddy? Would you play stepdaddy for Bonquisha? Maybe for a season, maybe for a reason. We don't know. But would you do it? Drop a 1 if yes, a 2 if no.
There you go. All you got to do is put a 1 or a 2 to register on the deal there. But I do want to know, what is the reason for you putting 1? Come on, let the sisters know this is data, because they see that these airhead delusional sisters are coming here and be like, I know Mr. 40. They'll be like, oh, look, them ninjas like them. They always talk about baby mamas, but they put 1s. Let them know why that 1 is there, because they may think it's there for relationships, commitment, monogamy. Huh? Let them know. Just meet all the time.
That's it. So we're going to let this go for a minute. And it got to be just a 1 or a 2. No other words. Or it ain't going to register.
There you go.
Like I supposed to, and the school didn't. They get to start school first thing in the morning. So let's just say our first day is officially Wednesday. I guess it would not be my life if something did not go wrong, because at this point, that's all that's been happening. And I know y'all gonna say, girl, don't be speaking negative like that. Don't be putting, look here, let me tell you, if something does not go wrong at least one time a day, I'm starting to think, is the earth about to, you know, split open or something, because yeah, that's how it is around here. Now, y'all know that load of laundry that I told y'all I was folding the other day in the other video. Let's just say I ended up leaving it on the couch, Aiden jumped on it, messed it back up, and now it's all unfolded again. And don't judge me, because I know some of y'all on here probably have had that happen to y'all. If not, I don't know what to tell you. But yeah, the last couple days have been a complete disaster. That's why my house looks like a complete disaster as well. Getting kids ready to go back to school, being a single mother, let's just say sometimes things get a little over hectic. So just trying to figure out how we're doing everything, like who's getting up first, who's getting ready first, has been a little task. And not to mention, we've been getting up the...
Listen, that got to be a nightmare. Summer ending, y'all, you trying to get ready for school, 4 kids, you know, toddlers, babies, daycare, work. I don't know how y'all do it. That's why you need a stepdaddy like Mr. 40. One of y'all brothers need to show up. All right.
You need some structure. Like, that's the problem. Like, when the school's year is out, I kind of get to sleep in just a little bit. But when it's in, I'm up. I like it. I'm up. I got my routine. I'm in the gym before everybody. Get home, can get chores and stuff done. I'm saying that because there's no need for this couch to look like this. You know, like, how does it get that way? I'm trying to sit here and break down her day. She ain't doing much. I'm pretty sure she is single, stay-at-home, social media mama. So what is she doing all day? Doom scrolling on social media and back in that bedroom running up her electric bill with her plug-in personal massager. Her house just sound like a goddamn pager factory, just buzzing. Brr, brr. That's all the neighbors hear is buzzing and vibrating. I ain't lying. She in there diddling herself all day long. That's what these sisters do. They incels too, kinda.
Last 2 days getting ready, acting as we're going to school just to be sent back home. That's really been irritating as well too. But y'all know what they say, that's a small thing to a giant, all right? Honestly, I'm just ready for this day to end. Like, your girl is exhausted around here, okay? Honestly, what I want to do is go to Walmart and get me a new set of pajamas, something to bathe in. I just feel like that always makes my day. I don't know about y'all, but I'm one of those people that a new set of pajamas is going to make me feel better every single time. And although I told myself that I am on a saving spree, really not trying to spend no money this August, actually these next 4 months, trying to lock in, I think I am going to go treat myself after I get done doing everything that needs to get done. But anyways, I hope y'all had a great and amazing...
And there we go. It's a cycle of madness. She gonna treat herself because she deserves it, because she's been working hard as a single mom. So it's a position you put yourself in, but then you're going to treat yourself for doing a good job at putting yourself in a bad position. Do y'all understand how crazy that sounds?
It is crazy. Just as crazy as her back in that bedroom freaking on herself all day. I told you, not I just like to buy me some new pajamas. Just make me feel some kind of way. She back there with new silky pajamas and she diddling herself. I'm bringing it up because you got other stuff to do. Today's modern woman don't see a harm, no foul, nothing wonky with them, but just diddling themselves all day long. Clean your house. Yeah, she ain't cleaning her house because she ain't going to work. She ain't repairing nothing. She ain't helping the kids with their schoolwork. She just touching herself all day.
But anyways, I hope y'all had a great and amazing day. I hope those babies had a great day back at school. And I will see you guys later on. Love you. Bye. The summer is coming to an end and it's time to wrap this no routine type of thing up. We have been surviving with no routine and let's just say that is not going well for us. When you have multiple kids with multiple different personalities, I'm telling you a routine is needed to keep everybody afloat. And coffee is definitely back needed in this house. I'm trying to figure out who took the lid off of my creamer, but you know what? It's in there. It still smells good and I'm still finna use it because we're not letting anything go to waste. Stuff is too high nowadays. Now, I know you're probably thinking, girl, what's going on here? Because it looks like some milk. I have no ice. The ice maker didn't make any. Let's just mind our business and pay attention to what I'm doing, okay? Now, like I said, we haven't been thriving with no routine, okay? So it is literally like 11 o'clock by the time I got up and the kids were moving around. Aiden wanted a pizza and who am I to argue with him? Not me, okay? Sometimes I have to pick my battles wisely around here. And if you want a pizza, sure, let me go ahead and make you one. Moms out here, if y'all are trying to do little cute things, go get these pizza crusts and the cheese, pepperonis, all that good stuff. Got all this from Aldi's and let those kids make their own pizzas or you do it. And I promise you, they are going to love it and you can make multiple ones. Truly, I can't wait for the kids to go back to school, for us to get on a routine and everything start to feel about normal again. Right now, I feel like I'm in a summer funk. Mentally and physically, my mind is already at fall and that's all I'm waiting on. But today was kind of an easy day. The boys were home with me. The girls were gone with their nap.
All right. So here we are. She done made the pizza. I'll tip my cap to that. Most of y'all struggle queishers ain't gonna do that. So, I mean, she's just a woman who a product of the hood. That's it. As most of these young girls are raised in the hood. And some of the first men they come in contact with is Nug Nug. And it's unfortunate.
No bread, no water, just meat.
And it's just a matter of if he knocks you up or not. You know, if you can make it through, it's like the great race. You know what I mean? It's like, can you make it out the hood without getting knocked up by Nug Nug? It's like a 60 to 70% chance that you won't.
It's like Saul, game on. You want to play a game? Huh? you got 18 years, give or take. Can you escape poverty, the hood, ninja mayhem before Nug Nug put his demon seed in you? Game on. And these sisters, it's unfortunate. All they know how to make is dang their little pre-made pizza kit pizzas. But as Mr. X said, these sisters ain't coming across guys, and I second that motion, men that are worthy of anything more than a little pizza kit pizza. She ain't about to be in there with no dough and no, fancy cheese. Look at like you said, kudos to her for putting something together. We give her that, but God, dog, that's just like one step up from a Lunchable.
Man. So that's probably the best thing you got going is you did a little something. But other than that, you down bad. You're a cautionary tale. That's what it looks like. When y'all stop letting y'all kids be dating in high school and this puppy love and stuff, this is where they end up more times than not. So she been with this guy, she says, for 10 years. And it's just, we in love. Man, to hell with that. You don't even know what it is. Like, ain't no way in hell you in love before, the age of 21 or whatever the case. Y'all doing it. Y'all doing something wild.
Thank you. That's just true. And when you that age been there, you ain't trying to hear that. But you gotta, we are telling you, we promise you, your mind has to mature. Your brain has to mature to where compromise for the betterment of the group doesn't seem like a task, doesn't seem like a compromise. That takes a little bit of age. That's why she up here by herself. And she even said they didn't end on bad terms. They just grew it apart. So you see, this wasn't even heinous. They just got older and was like, hey, your interest ain't my interest. Your thoughts ain't my thoughts. I see you on the other side.
That's it. And shout out to our brother Jay Tillman come through gifting the channel membership.
Shout out to brother Jay Tillman. Hey, we working on some type of AI deal for Leon King. If you come up with something, brother, appreciate you.
Yeah, that part. Let us know.
Money, 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 money.
And shout out to Ryan Page with the 10 ball. Says that's so crazy. You say don't judge me, but you display your dysfunctional life on the internet, huh?
They gotta learn, brother Ryan. You could display it, but the judgment shall come. It shall come harshly.
That's it. Huh. And Black Unity says 1 Corinthians 14:33. For God is not the author of confusion. Stop bringing God into everything when you don't know the Bible.
I always say God ain't gonna bless no mess. Shout out to Black Unity.
I mean, that's amazing. Like you said. I mean, I don't know. And shout out to Ham Dog. Says none but facts speaking English, bro.
Appreciate you, Ham Dog.
Yeah! Boom, shakalaka!
And shout out to old school Gavin, sponsoring the show with 25 in the Cash App. He says, for the Kings.
Shout out to the OG. We appreciate you, old school Gav.
Yeah! Boom, shakalaka!
And our brother Ham Dog, who just hit this super chat, he dropped 20 in the Cash App. He says, I love the show last night. We all know y'all put overtime in.
Oh, for sure, brother. Appreciate your Ham Dog. We appreciate you appreciating us.
Man.
Straight like that, straight like that, straight like that, straight.
Yeah, definitely did last night. Yeah, that was a long show, but it was a good show.
Indeed. Shout out to Jay Priggity.
And I'm going to end this poll. So, would you play Stepdaddy? 10%. So, 1 in 10.
Fair. I can live with that. That doesn't make me think the world is coming to an end. I can understand the rationalization. I get it. You ain't worth a dang, but I get it.
So with that being said, y'all can go rescue her out the sub if you want her.
There you go. Go ahead, dive deep.
The passengers of the doomed Titanic sub spent their last moments in total darkness looking for bioluminescent creatures out of the small window and listening to their favorite music. The new details of the 5 passengers' final moments have been revealed by the wife and mum of the father-son duo.
Wade in the water, diamond, wade in the water. Something's gonna trouble the water. You better wade in the water. Yeah, man.
Yeah, shout out to these struggle moms' misconception of what's going to take place up here. You can continue to show your struggle streaming. Please do. Let us see and observe the journey. Let us see where it gets you. But to sit up there and to make videos about folks' mean, nasty, negative comments, either you are responding just for content or you ain't get the memo.
There we go. So if you're just coming in, make sure you're hitting the like button. We are talking about modern women are strong, independent, don't need men. And we going over to Just a Girl podcast, and she about to read one of these hyenas.
Shout out to this wholesome sister.
And every chance they get, they are always going to find a way to remind you of what they have and how they don't need a man, especially the single moms. Okay, it's always the single moms who always got so much to say, expecting so much more with a child, right? That they raising by themselves.
The next time somebody asks me why I'm single, I'm just going to respond because I have a house by myself in my name, 3,000 square feet with an attached garage, a car inside of said garage. And then on the outside of my house, white picket fence. Inside of my house, everything on the inside is brand new, including the water heater, dishwasher. Everything was put in brand new when I moved in. My bathroom, jetted tub, my closet, hers and hers. There's no his. Hers and hers vanity. My baby girl has her own room, her own bathroom. And then I have an extra bedroom that I utilize for my in-home office. Living room, I have 2 of those. Sitting room, 1 in the bedroom. I got space and I don't know what to do with it. We have a dining room. My floors, 15 feet, 22 feet in some places. And I don't need a man to accompany me to be able to keep up with it.
You can't make this shit up. You can't make this shit up. Y'all heard it.
Okay. How do you feel? Do you feel like a strong boy? I mean, how does this make you feel, Bonquisha? Like, seriously. I mean, put your meat away. Rest in peace to the Godfather.
Did you hear how she rattled all that off? There's nothing wrong with her accomplishments. It is something wrong with what her accomplishments have made her. The crazy character, whatever her name was, Diamond or whatever off of Players Club, when she said, make the money, don't let the money make you. She's talking to your boss chicks too. Why you gotta be so mean and brutish? I got 3,000 square feet. She might as well end every sentence with the B word. I got 3,000 square feet, B. I got hers and hers closet, B. Okay, you are accomplished. That obviously didn't give you happiness because you all but frothing at the mouth.
And shout out to Guy Incognito. He says, our community puts so much value in stuff and money.
This is that poverty. I know what I'm talking about. Come from poverty. I once been in that mindset, acquire things that's going to make it better. But then you mature, you meditate, you figure ish out, and you realize it ain't so.
And I don't need a man to accompany me to be able to keep up with it. $2,500 on the mortgage. It's actually $2,517.22. I pay my own loans when it comes to my vehicle, my house. Everything is taken care of by me. And when my baby says that she don't want to see no more ads on Disney Plus, guess who upped it? Me. And when them taxes is due for my car and for my home, who pays it? Me. Every 6 months for the house, every year for the car. When my baby needs clothes because she's outgrowing everything at the speed of fucking lightning, who's covering that? In my household, me. I'm doing all of this shit over here by myself.
I'm trying to get the context. So I'm looking at the caption. It says, I don't need validation. This is definitely the flex I think it is. So it's normally, people fighting with the comment section 9 times out of 10. Somebody done said something, and she had to let y'all know she's a real ninja boy.
Yeah! Boom, shakalaka!
TikTok is wow. Look, this video got over 655,000 likes. Sweet Jesus in the morning. This type of rhetoric, then why is this a problem? How do we know? She is sitting up here talking about all of the things she provide for her child, for herself, and she can't smile about it. She is actually starting to curse and get agitated. My daughter growing out of stuff at the speed of effing lightning. I bought that ish. I spent that ish. Why must you curse and get inflamed? I'll tell you why. Because this ain't your position. For one, a man, a father, a husband ain't about to sit up here and rattle off all the stuff he does for his family, because that's not man. That's not of a man. That's not of a husband. But y'all single harlots like her, y'all got to let the world know what y'all have done, because y'all want validation. What y'all claim y'all ain't looking for.
My fridge, not one, I have 2. Both are full. We got one fridge is dedicated for drinks, and that freezer is meats alone. Where you see that at?
Wow.
Not no average bitch, because I came from poverty. Okay, so the next time you ask me why I'm single, is because I'm doing it by myself. Why would I let somebody come into this space when I've already curated it to be perfection? And
Granted, why is she single? Because she's doing it by herself. And the only way you can come in is if you can take over what she's already built and established. You got to be able to pay that $2,500 mortgage. Do whatever her daughter tell you to do, be a stepdaddy, all that. If you can't come in and foot the bill, you ain't the man for her. This is most boss chicks, quote unquote. That's why they are single. Go buy a dog.
And the loneliness has turned into a monster. Y'all can't envision the levels of loneliness she's experiencing. She in this big house She said that she has one of those sitting areas in her bedroom. She got a nice house, probably got an ensuite, lot of room. All right, lot of space, a lot of empty space. Late in the midnight hour, she feeling accomplished from a day or a week worth of work. She got her satin Egyptian cotton sheets, sexy lingerie, got her good wine, some daggone Bobby Womack playing on the radio. And you meaning to tell me this woman sitting in this nice luxurious bedroom, got a nice candle lit? You telling me she ain't imagining, fantasizing about a man that she desired next to her? You smoking with, you ain't fooling nobody. They want a man. They just can't get the man they craving.
And there you go. And we talk about it all the time. More than likely, she probably got a maintenance man. And then the other side of it, you a baby mama. You are a baby mama. So somewhere there's a man walking around right now, more than likely a nug-nug, because you said you come from poverty. So you got this nug-nug boyfriend, and you want your baby daddy to be better. You don't get better than your baby daddy. Rest in peace to the Godfather. You get no better than him. And now she want a better man to come play stepdaddy.
She the type of sister that mess around, had a good old desirable brothers chilling at the house, and then her baby daddy show up looking dusty. And then Mr. Desirable say, "This who you let beat your cheeks?" So, you know, I gotta go. I got a meeting.
Unless you want to come in and you want to take on everything that I'm doing and let me do nothing, I don't need you here.
So I talked about this, and I don't believe that this woman's single at all, because anything that she has going on, I think she's single because she's probably entitled. Don't nobody want to deal with you. Nobody want to fly here and you brag about what you got. You're also a single mom, so we might not want to deal with you and your daughter. Who knows? But the reason you're single is because if you can't come in my life and take care of all these bills, girl, please. That's not why you're single. That ain't, and they love to try to pretend like that's the reason. I got too much going on. I'm too established. I don't need this. I need a man that's on my level, baby. Because in reality, who wants to deal with a woman who isn't humble? There's nothing humble about that type of bragging. Like, you're an adult. That's what you have. You have a home that you have to pay your bills and pay your car note and pay your insurance. You are an adult, excuse me. So you bragging about having to take care of yourself and your child as a single mom, that's not making men feel like, ooh, I want her, but I don't got enough money.
There you go. It's a deterrent, but maybe that's it. It's like, it's a double-edged sword. It's a deterrent, but when people ask her why she's single, she could simply say these ninjas is broke. They can't step up to the table. They don't bring nothing to the table. And they can start throwing that homonyms simply because they done back themselves into a corner. They can say these men can't afford me no more.
The guys she's attracting. You see that? We could jump on these crazy trains with these sisters. Yes, it is most likely true. Every guy that approaches her ain't on her financial level, but that ain't got nothing to do with your sexual marketplace value. And they don't understand that. You give all the money in the world, as she claims she does, but you still ain't getting the guy you want. And once again, it's unfortunate. Just a girl said, why can't they be humble? We asked this question too. I believe they can't be humble because the gynocracy does not allow you to be humble when you are in the gynocratic corridors. If you are humble and meek as a woman, they call you a punk. I don't know how a woman can be a punk, but that's why. So a lot of these sisters come pro with all this bravado, more damage from the gynocracy.
No, I don't feel like dealing with somebody who's going to throw in my face what they got. You got 2 fridges. Ooh, I got 1. Wow, you're doing so much better than us because we only got 1 fridge and you got 2. You pay your taxes every year, so do we. Like, it again, and this is the thing that keeps us single and by ourselves and undesired, right? Because they're always popping and they always got something to say. They always got a new reason why they don't need a man. And in reality, as I always say, they need a man. They need a man. And it sounds better to say all of that than to say, I found a man, y'all, who could come in my life and help take some of this off of my load. We working together to pay these bills. We working together to take care of my child who's not his child. No, they don't like that. But as I always say, these women will always somehow.
Well, you asking Bonquisha to be vulnerable ain't happening. especially once she got the bag. Only way she can be vulnerable is when she down on her luck and she using you for a come up. She may be vulnerable until she gets some type of desired outcome, and then she gonna take the mask off. So, but no, in this case, well, yeah, that's her last ace in the hole. Like, I can't be vulnerable and give a man that.
Vulnerability is healing. Being vulnerable, going out on the limb of vulnerability, that's maturity, that's healing. That's a good thing. And Bonquisha ain't got that. She's been hurt too much. She probably once was vulnerable to the wrong person. We done seen these things. These sisters up here talking about, oh, I let a ninja pistol with me and I still stuck around. Yeah, see that? They vulnerable to the devil. And now they're like, whoa, my guard is up. I got a shield up. And we keep, okay, we can understand that. But the next guy ain't going to understand that. He ain't about to be like, oh, okay, I'll break down that shield because Nug them beat you all upside your head with weenie juice. Absolutely not.
And this is willingly, and I'm glad that this woman decided to do this, but it will show you how much they pop it on one end, but this is how they really live. And here's a clip. Let's come back and talk about it.
I'm struggling too. Under these comments, a lot of people say they wish that they were me. They wish that they were in a financial position as me. I have a nice house, but I'll be honest, just like almost everybody else in America, I'm house poor. My mortgage is a lot compared to what I bring in. Everybody assumes that I must make $250,000 a year, that I have a really nice income. No, I say that I probably make lower middle class for the state of Virginia. I don't make as much as people think. So things are hard, things are tight. When I talk about living below your means, I do. I live below my means. I probably can get one really nice thing one time, and that's why I spend more the first time, because I know that I can't afford to keep replacing shoes every month if they get tattered. So I just want to say that the advice that I give it because I live it. Not because I'm on the outside looking in. I am with you guys in this. And I don't want anybody to see my videos and get discouraged because you feel like you can't reach it because you're not making enough. I too am not making enough, but I use what I have and my resources to get me where I want to go. So I'm saying all of that because I want you guys to know that you're not alone. Everybody is struggling. This economy is really hard right now. Even people that are doing good, the amount of money that I make now, if I was making this back in 2010, I could probably drive around in a Bentley and I could own like 2 houses and rent out one of them. But the reality is money doesn't go as far as it used to.
Man. Listen, this is the same woman. This is that baby mama from just a few moments ago that was up here bragging. I got 2 refrigerators, 2 garages, all this stuff. And now she up here, long story short, she's house poor. She like, look, I'm actually living beyond my means. And if I call off work too many times, I may be foreclosing. You see what I'm saying? So she making just enough, and she might have to sell a little cootie on the side just to cap off the bills.
Folks, peers, elders, I promise you, this trying to keep up with the Joneses thing is not worth it. It's not. Understand something. Bentleys, S-classes, Range Rovers get repoed too. Shoot. Just because somebody done acquired it don't mean they can afford it. Things like this, please hear me well. Again, this coming from an impoverished crack baby, but I care to learn to do better. Luxury things like that. Motorcycles, Mercedes, Bentleys. If you want those, the way that makes sense, you must have assets in place to cover the cost of those liabilities, because that's what they are. But if you are going to work and you are banking on getting at least 10 hours of overtime a week just to cover your Corvette car note, I promise you're doing something terribly wrong. You are feeding into the system, and Uncle Sam sitting there rubbing his palms like Birdman. Stop feeding the daggone consumer system, please.
And shout out to Brother Ryan. He says, men hear women like this and instantly get gas.
Just got to start fighting, huh?
And shout out to Ham Dog. He says, I bumped my knee at work today. Now I'm walking around with a limp. He says, brag about that, Bonquisha. Ain't nobody coming home watching and hearing your mouth moving.
You see that? There's a real about that, Ham Dog. Men be at work, dang near lose their life and come home late. Like, how was work? It's all right. That's it. We don't complain. We don't. It was what it was. Shout out to Ham Dog.
You see what I'm saying? But In this case, you come home to a woman like this, as soon as you walk in the door, hey, don't do this, do that. Hey, just barking, and ain't nobody coming home to this.
Yep, no respect from her if you ain't making twice as much as her, type ish.
So don't be discouraged if you feel like you can't get ahead. Realize that things are not equipped for you right now, especially if you're doing it by yourself. Just keep your head up, stay above water, make sure all of your bills are always paid on time. If nothing else, your bills always have to be paid. Make sure you're taking care of that. Everything else can wait. Everything else can wait. And yeah.
So I guess people were, in her comments just saying how much they inspire to be her, have her life, have her car, have her home. Cool. My issue with this is not that she came back and was honest about her situation. My issue is the fact that you were popping it so hard to now want to come down and be like, we're all struggling. I'm struggling too. I don't even make that much money to where I live. My mortgage is so high. My this is that. Like, hold on now. Not you don't need a man. Not you need a man to come in your life and take care of all your bills for you, because if he can't do that, you don't need no help. When in reality, you do. When in reality, you're struggling like many of us are. It's hard out here. Everything's high. But why come with this, like, I don't need no man. I'm a boss babe. I got all this money. I'm good. I got 2 fridges, 15-inch floors. Like, the way you was talking and give, you really broke. And you struggling to pay your bills. That's not what it gave. That's not what it gave at all. Again, good that she came back and said that. I'm glad that she came and let people know the reality. But you're on 2 different sides of the spectrum of how you came from one video a month ago to this one. And again, as I said, you're not single, in my opinion, because of what you have. You're single because of your attitude. And people are talking about it.
I'm struggling too. Under these comments, a lot of people say they wish that they were me. They wish that they were in a financial position as me. I have a nice house, but I'll be honest, just like almost everybody else in America, I'm house poor. My mortgage is a lot compared to what I bring in. Everybody assumes that I must make $250,000 a year, that I have a really nice income. No, I say that I probably make lower middle class for the state of Virginia. I don't make as much as people think.
No, Sweet Pea, that's not why people assume. No, because remember, I've stitched you before. Remember when you was on here puffing your little titties out saying this shit right here?
And the next time somebody asks me why I'm single, I'm just going to respond because I have a house by myself in my name, 3,000 square feet with an attached garage, a car inside of said garage, and then on the outside of my house, white picket fence. Inside of my house, everything on the inside is brand new, including the water heater, dishwasher. Everything was put in brand new when I moved in. My bathroom, jetty tub, my closet, hers and hers. There's no his. Hers and hers vanity. My baby girl has her own room, her own bathroom, and then I have an extra bedroom that I utilize for my in-home office. Living room, I have 2 of those. Sitting room, 1 in the bedroom. I got space I don't know what to do with it. We have a dining room. My floors, 15 feet, 22 feet in some places. And I don't need a man to accompany me to be able to keep up with it. You ask me why I'm single because I'm doing it by myself. Why would I let somebody come into this space when I've already curated it to be perfect?
I'm just saying, you said that. That's why motherfuckers probably assume that you was making $250,000, $300,000. Because that's what you said. You forgot? Like, I'm just saying. Now, when I had stitched that a month ago, and I was like, so a man has to come in and take all of that. You just said you're house poor. So a man has to come in and take all of your house poorness away. So you can do nothing in order for you to even consider being with the man. And you're on the internet talking about your house poor. And you're lower middle class in Virginia, which...
Yeah.
Hell!
Think about it. Those are terroristic demands. Bottom line, do not negotiate with terrorists. Think about that. What are you getting? What you gonna get this man that you ain't already gave your baby daddy? Think about it, Bonquisha. Sit back. Outside of, maybe you could say marriage, outside of that, put that aside because you got to make it there. What you going to give him in order to even get the ball rolling outside of Kudakata?
She got a place to stay? Don't we know what she wants and desires in her current situation? She want to come across a guy that is aesthetically pleasing to her, and we know they can say one thing, but they do another. She gonna move this guy into her house. He don't need no house. She got the house and a $2,300 a month mortgage. Come help her pay it. Today's boss chicks, they still want to maintain that leverage. So come be a pathetic simp. Come get on her page, move into her house, be the man she wants you to be. Help her pay that mortgage, but your name ain't on nothing. Foolish you are if you fall for that. And I did a little bit of math. So she said she makes lower, middle class income in the state of Virginia. That's going to equate roughly to about $80,000 a year. And I asked, how much should you make a year to afford a house with a $2,300 per month mortgage? And it's saying about $100,000 to $120,000 just using a standard financial rule of thumb. House poor, there's no need for that. $2,300. I can't fathom. I just couldn't. Stop trying to keep up and impress people that don't give a dang about you. Please and thank you.
Is not a lot, because Virginia is expensive as fuck to live in. Because I live in Virginia. And motherfuckers, when I stitched your video talking about that, and I said, that's not why you're single, sweet pea. They were saying, oh, you just mad because she a boss bitch. Oh, a man need to take you. You provide a man. And I'm like, or you could just have a man come in. You can work with said man, build together. Because it's like, if you didn't have to pay all of that by yourself and you had help with that, you could get ahead a lot further. Right? Because, you know, if I'm not paying all of it and I only got to pay half of it, like, imagine if that man could take that mortgage off your hands. Imagine if that man could help you with that daughter that you were talking about you got to buy. Imagine if you had a man that could put some meat in that second freezer that you was bragging about. I'm just saying, you know, but the logic of y'all women who think I don't have to listen to a man or I'm refuse to be with a man unless he can take all of my fucking shit from me. Like, it was just a lazy, like, it's just lazy. It's just lazy.
And I'll say this. There's a simp born every day. It just ain't enough simps. All right. Men are already outnumbered by 2 million or whatever the case is. And then if you say y'all all want these simp guys, there ain't enough Dr. Boyces or, you know, what was the one guy I'm thinking of here? DeAndre Wilder. There ain't enough DeAndre Wilders out there that's going to put your kids on his wheel. They come in and put the stepkids on the wheel. You understand? They exist, but they few and far in between.
That Wilder situation textbook, that's all I need to see. Think about that, sisters. If a woman ain't gonna respect a gladiator of a tyrant that is Wilder, and he up here looking like a pathetic simp, I put her kids that ain't mine on the wheel, they disrespecting me. If y'all won't respect that degree of man, who y'all gonna respect? You see what I'm saying? Absolutely not. I don't acknowledge. I don't encourage no guy to go ahead and do that. We don't be putting nobody on wheels and stuff without proper vulnerability. She need to have some stuff in writing too. How she devoted to you and ain't gonna serve your black pills and crush your soul. There you go. She want to be on the wheel. She got some paperwork to sign too. It's contingent.
There we go. And shout out to Deep Thoughts. He says, all these people bragging online ain't used to having nothing. He says they brag about spending their money away. That's why they stay broke.
She says she come from poverty. Once again, the dots always connect, brother Deep Thoughts. That's that impoverished mindset. I got to show my money because I ain't never had none.
And Deep Thoughts come back. These modern women really need a psychiatrist.
They their own psychiatrist.
And shout out to Stu Pease. He says modern hyenas have master degrees in hood mathematics.
Yes, they do.
And Air Force Reek says, greetings, fellas. And chat, Media Man went over this video, the same video. This woman is ridiculous. If a man comes in and takes on all her BS, he's crazy.
Because he ain't getting no type of femininity or commitment, the thing that gives man peace and fulfillment. I agree. Crazy.
Man. Yeah! Boom, and shout out to Deep Thoughts. He says, everybody keeps saying these women need a man. I think they need a psychiatrist. And many years of therapy, I will be deleted and gone by then.
There you go. There you go, OG. Kevin Samuels used to always tell him go ahead and get some therapy. So yeah, we acknowledge that, but good freaking luck.
Or the fact that y'all just don't know how to actually be with somebody. But no, you'll blame the fact that you have a house. You are an adult. But then turn around and a month or two later, you're talking about your house poor. And a man is supposed to, oh my God. Boy, it's surely expensive to put on that bad bitch, boss bitch persona, ain't it, boy? I could do bad all by myself. It's expensive, boy. Woo, boy, Trump got niggas singing a different tune with this.
Again, we be knowing. The people be knowing when these women come here because that's all they lead with is their things, the stuff. You got to have stuff. You know, they love stuff. Why can't we stop trying to make everything about money? Again, look at the reality where you are. You're an adult with a child. You gotta have a house to live in. You need a car. You need to survive. Period. Stop looking for somebody to come in and save you and your child. This, because again, no matter how much we want to present, it doesn't matter. It does. When you are a single mom, you want a man to come in and pay all your bills for you and your child. Come on, let's be realistic. And I'm not saying that you can't find that, but it's the fact that we are so like, oh no, if you can't pay this, if you can't, I don't need you around. When in reality, it would be nice to have a person to come to help you out every now and then. Not saying he got to pay all your bills, but maybe he can, pay a car note for you this month, or he can buy groceries for the house while y'all dating, while he getting to know, whatever it may be. Everything is beneficial, especially if you acknowledge the way the economy is now. So I don't know what clicked, but as I said, you never know what these women are going through. You never ever know. And she happened to just let you know the reality of it. But when it comes down to dating, girl, you ain't single because you got all this stuff. You're single because nobody want to deal with you.
You niggas are so fucking weird. You will wait for any fucking moment to humble a black woman. This woman posted a video saying that she has a nice home. It has all of these extra rooms. She's providing for her daughter. Her fridges are full. And basically, she doesn't need a man. Today, she posted a video, or it might have been yesterday, she posted a video saying that her home payment is very expensive, which makes sense because she has a big ass house. And she literally just calls out the basic things that everyone is experiencing right now, including myself, which is fucking inflation. The salaries that we were promised are not the value that they once were. And while I easily understood this message and I didn't need to go back to her original video and say, ha ha, that's why you need a fucking man.
Hell! Y'all need to just stop. That's like demonic to say that off your tongue. You don't need a man. All right. You can say you can't get a man or get the man you want, but stop saying y'all don't need them, because those are famous last words. And then y'all come back around needing a man, but the market don't forget.
Having a man is more than material. By a long shot, it's biological. All right. Having a romantic relationship triggers brain chemicals like dopamine, oxytocin that reduce stress, improve health, and foster a deep sense of belonging and personal growth. That is what life is about. You a boss chick. You are productive. You are taking on stresses, heavy stresses, financial stress, family stress. At the end of the day, you are supposed to go back home to your man as a woman, or vice versa, to your person, and you decompress, help it, Lord. You decompress, you get that stress off of you, and it has an effect on your health and your life. For a woman to sit here and say they don't need a man, especially these more accomplished ones, it's quite the reverse opposite. That man could be saving and prolonging your health and life, foolish woman.
I'm like, oh yeah, this is very validating for what I am also experiencing. This bitch ass nigga stitches her video, does a fucking throwback like, oh yeah, this is why you bitches shouldn't be talking shit about needing a nigga. Since when? Let me take my fucking headphones off. Since when is it a bad thing to be independent? And why the fuck would your solution be for her to go out and get a man to pay her fucking bills? And now,
hell! Why are y'all so upset? Why do y'all curse so much? Why are y'all so brutish and masculine? Why do y'all lack all feminine energy? Y'all have no feminine energy. That's wild as hell to be a woman with a kudakata but have no feminine energy.
They have relinquished it. They have relinquished it and became the guys they claim they despise. I don't know how you do it. Respect, to, the stepstud community. No hate, no shade, but I don't know. I don't know how you act all match like a man and you ain't got no testosterone produced in testes dangling between your legs. I don't know. I have no idea, but I know it ain't working. It ain't working in a freaking favor. Being brutish, be a woman, be soft. The only time they soft, we ain't said this in a while, when they in the huckabuck. Only time they soft and sweet is when you jamming meat.
He's doubling down, making videos about 50-50 and how people don't understand 50-50. I understand 50-50 very fucking well. I'm married. 50-50 is not just fucking 50-50. And just because somebody is bringing money into the fucking house doesn't mean they're bringing peace. He called me a dumbass. I'm not going to tag him because fuck him. He called me a dumbass because I said, were you waiting for a moment to humble her? Because that's what the seems like. Why the fuck are you going back to...
Well, hold on.
Hell!
Yeah, the mere fact that you claim to be a wife don't disprove anything. You just a hyena with a ring, and your husband is probably living a miserable existence. There's no way anybody's wife is online acting like this, responding on behalf of another woman about what some other man said. And you up here cursing and destroying the family name. Like, if you got a husband, that's the head. I don't know. Either he a beta simp. He got to be if you online acting like this.
I promise you, out of respect for the message that we deliver and convey, my wife would never, man. Oh, and it wouldn't be nothing wild. I'll just sit down and be like, is you cool? In the words of JP, baby, is you cool? You done went off track. You need to do some self-correcting. You might want to go ahead and go stand in the corner. Matter of fact, yeah, go stand in the corner until you done lost your mind. You needs to find it. She got a husband. That ain't proving nothing. Absolutely not. That ninja miserable. If your wife up here cursing, frothing at the mouth, throwing F words and stuff at other dudes, man, brother, your leadership skills are poor at best.
Old videos trying to see when the fuck or what the fuck she said in the past. Her point still stands. She got a house. She got 2 motherfucking refrigerators, sitting room, living room, all of that shit. And you don't. And she's paying for it by her fucking self without a nigga. Why does that make you mad? Why are you mad that she is saying that she's house poor? It doesn't change the fact that she got a motherfucking house, bitch.
That's just what it boils down to, in my opinion. I wanted to just let y'all see. And again, I'm glad for her to come out and do this. But it's like, you need to be much more humble, especially when you barely making it from what you're saying. Like, come on, let's not do that.
Man, that was intense. So this woman here, this is not even the original woman in the video. She's defending her. What we just witnessed, people.
Execute Order 66.
This is some kind of guard. You know, she's standing guard in front of the Order 66 palace. All right.
How are we sure? How can we be for certain that dang near all of these problems stem and spawn from the gynocratic order, from Order 66? Just to take up for a woman she don't know. Look how deep this is. She don't know that woman at all. They probably would despise each other if they did get to know one another. But she felt so moved by unknown force that she came up here defending that stranger, even if it meant putting on a bad display and doing a bad job at representing her own husband. So at the detriment of her husband's reputation, she came defending the stranger. Gynocratic order, Order 66. You're welcome.
Yeah! And Brother Ryan says they think they can fast forward to success. Took me 33 years to sit around on my ass.
There you go. You got to sit around. Listen here, success don't come easy. What they say, before life gives you the crown, it gives you the crush. You got to prove yourself.
There we go. And shout out to Petty Sama coming through with the 10 channel memberships like he do.
Petty Sama coming through with his caller card, always coming through with that 10 memberships. Every last one of y'all that got one, make sure y'all thank the brother.
Come on, just bring it. I need you to stand up. Why y'all not moving? Come on. Don't make me push. Don't make me push. Thank you, sir. There go money. She's touching you. Where they get that money? Where they get that money? I can see money from a long way.
Elder Gregory Kelly,
That's right.
$100.
Everybody get something in your hand. Come on and put it right here.
Elder Petty Sama, 10 memberships.
Yeah! Boom, Dakalaka! And Stu Pease, Says this explains why modern independent women can't define what a woman is.
Because they have relinquished their womanhood. They females, by body parts, but women, we ain't gonna disrespect y'all women. Nope, there's females like this, and then there's women.
Yeah, because females like this go straight to the pit.
There you go, the female pit.
Madness.
Fuck is you talking about?
This is Sparta!
You got to know when to hold 'em, know when to fold 'em, know when to walk away, know when to hide. You gotta count your blessings. You're sitting at the table. You hear me? Ooh, child, things will get brighter.
Ain't that for these sisters? Y'all didn't realize, just if you ask me, this whole single wild boss chick baby mama movement, to some degree, as far as how detrimental it is, it's the equivalent to crack. Like, they don't know. Folks that will start doing, that rock, they didn't know what it was. I believe it ain't an excuse, but these boss chicks, I believe they don't know what they was running into. The burning building of raging feminism they was running into. They had no idea, but now they all burnt up.
Man. So here we are, folks. We talking about modern women are strong, independent, don't need men. And we got some crash outs here.
Crash on out there.
What she say? You want to live in a world with no men. Are you willing to put your lives in the hands of studs and obese women?
Ooh, interesting.
Are we really going to rely on the studs, the dykes, the bulldaggers? Are we going to rely on them to get out there and really keep society going?
One of my homeboys had asked me, he was like, I hear women say this all the time, but do you honestly feel like if there were no men in this world, like if they got rid of all men and it was just women, do you feel like women would honestly be happy? And I said, honestly, hell yeah.
Girl.
As long as they don't get rid of food, I'm good.
Girl, please. My question to y'all that want to live in an all-female land, who is going to maintain the infrastructure? Who is going to do the maintenance?
Hell! The studs, the bull taggers, like you said. The studs are equivalent to men, no? All right, long as they got their strap on. I think if a stud walk around with a strap on, they can embody male-like tendencies, maybe able to dig a trench or something. We don't know. So you got to put the studs in the field to see what happens.
I asked this question last night. I ain't gonna play with y'all with Imitation Man and all that. I asked Google AI, the all-knowing AI oracle, can women survive on Earth without women? Without men. And it gave me a slightly different answer today. It got straight to the point. It says women cannot indefinitely sustain the human species on Earth without men over long term, and the infrastructure will crash pretty quickly. So, Stepster, you can do what you want. Cam broke this down. Obviously, he ain't the first person to say it and create it, but it's where I got the information. Women, biologically, you ladies' legs are stronger than men's. We're gonna give y'all something. Hear me. We're trying to help y'all. Y'all legs are stronger than men's naturally, but y'all hand strength is not. Like, y'all cannot manipulate the environment. So y'all have a water main break. Y'all got to dig through the concrete, make little big rocks to little rocks, and y'all gonna break a fingernail or break a finger. Y'all don't get it. Men be about to perish out here taking care of this world. Y'all don't get it. Y'all don't respect it. But y'all will. Go ahead. Go ahead, Thanos, snap us out of existence and have fun.
On the vehicles, the studs? Are we really going to rely on the studs, the dykes, the bulldaggers? Are we going to rely on them to get out there and really keep society going? Like, that's not even my biggest concern, but that's one of my biggest concerns. Who is going to be the one doing the work? Because a lot of y'all are fat. Let's just be honest. Y'all are too damn big. Y'all are big. The average woman in America is a size 16 through 18 in women's clothing. That is plus size. Not black woman, not white woman, Hispanic. No, the average woman in America is plus size, heavy set, big boned. What are y'all going to build? Y'all can't even walk a mile. Y'all can't even walk a half a mile, a quarter mile. without complaining and getting tired.
And there we go. So, yeah, and just with that alone, just being blowed out, you know, like I said, soft hands and bones, y'all ain't built for it. And then women will say, well, there's, you know, blowed out men. And I would say two things is true. That's the problem with the infrastructure in this country right now. You know, there's a need for a workforce of young and shape men, you know, that can get stuff done. That's why so much ish is falling apart, you know, because these blowed out ninjas be out here trying to work, half-assing. Two things could be true, but they still get the job done even in that blowed out form. Like women, I mean, y'all blowed out. You can be in shape, you know, CrossFit shape, and y'all can all be CrossFit women and it still be bad.
There you go. Yeah, big old muscular CrossFit sisters. Salute to the CrossFit movement. But shout out to me and Mr. X when we were general contractors. We made a lot of money because, like you just said, Mr. X, a lot of these lazy, too comfortable contractors, Billy Bob got too big. And a lot of jobs they either couldn't do or couldn't do efficiently, so they couldn't charge a good price. And we got a lot of that work. Jobs like, replacing, you know, kitchen faucets, maybe replacing a toilet, tight quarters. Billy Bob ain't getting in there, and it's toilsome. Things is heavy. You got to twist and turn. That is difficult for your standard run-of-the-mill male. A woman, y'all ain't built for that. Y'all just not. And we acknowledge that. We acknowledge that with love, sisters. Y'all need to as well.
I mean, seriously, I can't name how many times I'm just in the house and my wife hand me something like, can you open this? And I'm just like, here. And she just look at me like, you know, I've been here for 5 minutes trying to get this thing open. You see what I'm saying? So
it's just a different existence. If you a sister and you want to make the argument that you could take care of this infrastructure, I give you homework. Replace your kitchen sink faucet. Start there. I don't do it.
What are you going to build? Okay. And that's not even to talk about how trifling, conniving, dirty, jealous, envious that you bitches can be. Because if y'all thinking for 1 second that, oh, these women are just so innocent and the only reason why they do bad things is because men make them. No. These women are not doing bad things and committing crimes and all that because men are making them. No, they're doing it because they're terrible people. I don't know why y'all think that women are just inherently better than men. That's not true. These bitches are shiesty. They're shiesty as fuck. Have y'all not met women? Have y'all not seen women? Do y'all not know any women? Clearly y'all don't. Y'all don't know no women. Or all the women that you know are just so sweet and nice and innocent. They just keep getting manipulated and da-da-da-da. No, that's not what's happening. These bitches are low down, dirty bitches. Let's be so fucking for real right now. Y'all are not going to be doing any type of hard labor in mass. So where do you think you're going to live with a bunch of fat women and no men around? I don't want no parts of it.
Let's watch this clip and then I'm going to respond.
How do you feel about women who feel as if they should keep a child when the man have told them that they was not ready to have a kid?
It's simple. Your body, your decision, your baby. Let me run that back for you. Your body, your decision, your baby. The only thing that we made a decision on was both laying down and being reckless. They have male condoms and they have female condoms. You decided to open up your hole unprotected. I decided to go into you unprotected. You came to me and said that you were pregnant. I told you I do not want to have a baby and I would. You came to me and said that you were pregnant. I told you I do not want to have a baby and I would be willing to provide means for you to take care of that.
And you think that's okay?
Your body, your choice. You let Nug up inside them cheeks. Shout out to Jay Prince for president. You let these ninjas up inside them cheeks, you gonna F around and find out. So they ain't telling you nothing but the truth.
Fair ball. Fair game. Play on. He said nothing wrong. What? What did he say incorrect? Dad going right. Let's reverse it. Let's go ahead and reverse it. They go ahead, lay down, have unprotected hunching. She comes say she pregnant. This man says, oh my God, yes, we having a son. This is awesome. But Quisha say, Tone it down, Ninja. You ain't having nothing. I'm going to the chop shop. What once was shall not be. And now where are we? Can that dude say, "Oh, you out of bounds"? That's our baby. She gonna throw up the middle finger, say, "Fork over a couple $100 so I can get this done and so I can hit the club." This is fair play. Absolutely fair. He didn't say nothing wild.
The way that y'all get up here and y'all speak so confidently as if you're not going to have to answer to God why you felt so comfortable to tell her to have an abortion when you chose, when you should have not chose to even enter her in the first place. The way that y'all get up here and y'all speak so boastfully as if you ain't going to have to answer to everything you're doing on earth shows that black men don't serve God, y'all serve yourselves. And this has got nothing to do with the my body, my choice, because y'all know how.
Yes, yes, it do. All right. Do she not have responsibility and accountability before the eyes of God? Is God gonna say, you know what? You Ninja, you in trouble, but Bonquisha, you know, you just was less than. He manipulated you. No, there is accountability, Bonquisha. So whatever's gonna happen to Nug Nug gonna happen to you too. Don't think, well, I don't know why you think you righteous and get to go out the back door.
You know what? C. Bogan says it best. Once he puts that seed in this Bonquisha, he has no authority over this seed. You see, do you not understand that? It's on you. You got all this of power. Once again, today's modern hyena wants the authority of a king, the responsibility of an infant. And what they say, the luxuries of a woman. You can't have that. We're not signing that contract. Those are terroristic threats, and we don't negotiate with terrorists.
I get down about the woman. It's not about her. Y'all know what's having an abortion when you chose, when you should have not chose to even enter her in the first place. The way that y'all get up here and y'all speak so boastfully as if you ain't gonna have to answer to everything you're doing on earth shows that black men don't serve God, y'all serve yourselves. And this has got nothing to do with the my body, my choice, because y'all know how I get down about the woman. It's not about her. Y'all know what side I'm on.
Yes,
I
it
agree with that.
is.
Okay, cool. Let's talk about why do black men or men in general keep getting up here sharing this message as if men are not going to be held accountable for their thought patterns and for their behavior. Y'all fucking men up. Y'all are leading these men away from God when they should be getting closer to God, because God told you to have morals, values, and structure. God told you to be the protector of the woman. So why are you fucking with her if you really don't want her? Let's I be trying to hold the woman accountable, but at the same time, God not finna play this shit with y'all. Y'all be real disrespectful. The way that y'all talk was like, well, I'm a man, and men just sleep with multiple women. God told you to go against your flesh. So if it's natural for men to sleep with multiple women, you are supposed to be living every single day as in a way that you're not going to do that. The way that y'all get up here and speak shows why we go through the shit that we go through, because y'all are the men from the women that I talk about, and I mean this shit.
Hell! Bonquisha, bottom line, y'all get first 3 rights of conception. Outside of anything heinous, we ain't talking about that. You gave him access. So quit bringing God into the equation. You made a human decision. You sitting here, God gonna do this. Quit bring God. Was God in the bedroom when you had that thing bent over in the air? You was screaming Jesus, so I don't know.
You see what I mean? Yeah, she at least calling out his name. These sisters is wonky as heck. You can't have it both for 3 ways. She talking about you men are supposed to protect us. Men cannot protect who they can't correct. You see, when you start asking for certain things for us to take on these duties and responsibility, that comes with cooperation from you now. I don't think they understand that. In order to get protection and correction, we must have 100% cooperation. So where are we with this? She is saying that pretty much as men, we got to save these women from themselves. Yo, we got to be more responsible. Just because they sit there and they present, you know what I mean, warm kudakat or raw kudakat to you as a man, now you got to be like, I ain't indulging in all of that. And all of that sweet gushiness. You put that away and let's pray. Is that the scenario that's supposed to happen? Because y'all obviously ain't gonna stop presenting raw cat to people. So the dudes just gotta be like, they gotta pray the horny away.
shows why we go through the shit that we go through, because y'all are the men from the women that I talk about, and I mean this shit. Y'all not moving like men of God, and y'all are fucking up our people. Y'all are sharing this stupid ass messages to our men and to our women, young Miami, and now it's you sharing this bullshit ass excuse. That's not an excuse to be a bullshit ass man. Don't get a girl pregnant, period. It starts with you. Love yourself more. Why are you giving her your seed and you don't want to be a father? So you hate yourself and your child. Literally.
So what? How did he get access to her body? She's skipping a whole step. Y'all just don't wind up pregnant out of thin air. He had to ask you for some kudakata. You had to say yes. Then you had to take your pants and stuff off, spread your legs, let them in, let them finish up inside you. All right. Wake up the next day, not take a plan B. Carry this on, through the whole conception of the baby, all the way the whole birth. I mean, what are we talking about?
What are we talking about is, Mr. X, every event up into Nug, Skeeton, and her, everything up into that, she was outside of that, was all outside of her control. That's what they're saying. Like, no, she said protect her. They get warm, they get worked up. And we kind of had this conversation when it comes to girls. When you're talking about women, we got to protect the girls, especially when they start hitting puberty and start trying to explore themselves. They got to be around wholesome folks to protect them from their curiosity. But today's modern adult woman got the same thing. She's like, you got to protect me because this kudakata out there. So just say no to kudakata when it's presented to you, I guess.
As man, don't get a girl pregnant, period. It starts with you. Love yourself more. Why are you giving her your seed and you don't want to be a father? So you hate yourself and your child. Literally. Just because you're a man does not make it excusable to be a bullshit individual, because you're going to die and have to answer to all of that one day. You are supposed to be going against it, not closer to it.
My baby father said he not giving me $1, so guess what? And if you don't pay, your mama gonna pay, your bitch gonna pay, somebody finna pay.
Now, at the child support office, protect your seed. All right, these women are evil. It's just that simple. And Nug ain't no better. So a lot of times you're gonna have what's coming to you. That's another thing. So she gonna say, well, if you just, have a kid with a woman, you don't love yourself. Maybe he don't love himself. Why would you have a kid with a man who don't love himself? Like, why do Bonquisha remove all responsibility from herself?
Because she ain't she is letting us know. I keep telling you, she is indirectly letting us know that we must protect her from her own lust. We got to protect her from her own flesh. And that's an impossible task. I'm all for accepting challenges. I am. It's been my life. However, you're not going to tell a single man to turn down the greatest honor, which is a woman present her body to him. It don't work that way. Especially like you said, when it comes to, planting a seed. Yeah, if he don't love himself, he going to throw that seed anywhere. And that's Nug's MO. But a man that care about his future, he should prove to be most stingy and selective with his seed. Unfortunately, how her baby daddy wasn't. Like you said, he get everything, he get what he deserved. Look at her. Tattoos, crazy eyes. I don't know what kind of that little install there. Wicked. He this was coming down the pike. He knew it.
Man. And I see y'all in the chat ran straight to Massa. And these be the first women talking about systemic racism and, the system. Y'all are the biggest pawn most times.
Yes, we keep saying y'all feed into this Willie Lynch Jim Crow. Somebody gonna pay, your mama gonna pay, your B gonna pay, your kids gonna pay. Yeah, way to build a community. No cooperation, no peace.
And shout out to Ace Skates gifting a membership.
Appreciate your brother, Ace Skates.
Appreciate that, brother. And Ham Dog come back. Perfect example of a hit dog holler.
Boom.
And Deep Thoughts. Bizarre seeing a bonnet head holding you accountable.
A little bit.
And Dark Star been a member 18 months. That's Gavin X Mr. Walker. Keep up the good work.
Yes, man. Appreciate your lovely sister, Dark Star.
Yeah! Boom, shakalaka!
As far as this one, to the pit.
Adios.
Fuck is you talking about?
This is Sparta!
You got to know when to hold 'em, know when to fold 'em, know when to walk away, know when to hide. You gotta count your blessings. You're sitting at the table. You hear me? Ooh, child, things will get brighter.
Come on, sisters. Appreciate this love and this calling down the middle. We could tell we say these sisters are wicked for going to the child support just to hurt folks, and Nug is stupid for planting his seed in her so she can go to the child support and cause mayhem. Calling it down the middle.
That part. So here we are. We talking about, modern women are strong, independent, don't need no man. And we're going over to one of the queen hyenas, this young Miami. All right. She over here doing one of these streamer podcasts. And she says the men she dates spends millions on her. It's more of an experience.
I'm already triggered.
What's the most a nigga ever spent on you?
I'm not going to tell it because it goes like viral. If people are like, oh, this, that, and the third, if you never lived it, you don't understand.
Right. Well, I want to know.
But a nigga spend
racks on racks on racks. Racks on racks on racks.
I more than 10 mil? More or less?
500,000. Not 10 mil.
500,000. Niggas spend millions on me.
And I mean at one time. And it was one in time.
Light cheese. What's the biggest purchase you ever received at one time?
I'm not gonna lie, I'm not gonna say a purchase, but it's like more of an experience. It's like I'm gonna go out the country, it's gonna be like this, and it's like a
I love how she's selling it.
She belongs to the streets.
She up here flexing about being a concubine. You was one of the Diddler's concubines. And like she just said, it was mostly experiences, flying places, what she was eating and drinking and smoking and, where she was sleeping on, the bed, the sheet fabric, all of that. Granted, but now she out here just dusting the wind.
And it's cap. The millions once spent on her as she starts to describe this experience. Whoever, let's just take it at face value. She does get a desired outcome. We ain't gonna go there. She do. But this dude, this millionaire man moving like this vacation, this getaway was already planned. You see what I'm saying? He already had plans on going to Monaco and renting of one of 10 Aston Martin and doing all these fly things, yacht parties. You just coming along. You see that? And so she's like, oh, millions are spent. Yeah, millions was going to get spent. You are just his plus one experiencing the millions getting spent. But this was a business expense that was going to happen anyway. Now he just added a little dress for you, couple bathing suits. For you, maybe he spent a couple whacks, but the experience was for him too. So don't flatter yourself.
I do.
I'm a lean. I gotta get on the boat. Take me to the
jet to the chopper to the jet. Chopper to the jet. Chopper to the vibe.
That's the real.
The vibe.
That's the real point. Like I'm gonna get you in the jet. Go here.
Janela to the boat. Yo, Disney.
That's the point.
When I land, I gotta see what dress I feel sexy in. Do I like the purple? Do I like the white? Do I like the green? Like, do I want to get married? Do I want
color and stuff?
Yeah.
Favorite color, favorite color.
How much the diamonds cost? Like,
blue.
What I can keep,
I love that for you. I ain't gonna lie.
Certain
I need a boat to take me to another boat.
You do certain shit that
I need
you
a boat to
like,
take me to another boat. I need a boat to take me to another boat. When I get there, I need like a full glam. I need a style.
She belongs to the streets.
This woman is a ghetto POS. And thanks to the system and the powers that be, they will elevate the ghetto POSs like her, Sexy Red, Meg Stallion, Cardi B. These are the women that they are going to put on the forefront and perpetuate it to all of melanated women. So y'all act like them. And then they can lower, obviously the men, the vibration gonna sink of the men. Because men, we are hunters and we do like to work for things. But if men know the barrier to entry is so low, look at half of the men sitting at the table are zesty men that hang with her. These are her entourage. Just be big Saucy Santana, goofy ninjas. It's all a joke.
Thank you. If you are a single man and you are here establishing your place amongst your peers and in the marketplace, you don't hang around women like this, talking like this. From the ninjas, the code I grew up under, all these ninjas act like her sons. They groupies, they fans. This is a woman standing at the center of this conversation talking about what ninjas spin on her to get in her pants. Walk the freak away. Absolutely. The only way you have a chance of getting a desired outcome or developing some kind of shallow respect from this hyena is to turn your back to her. Not impressed. Not impressed at all.
And it's the same woman. She's up here bragging about a lifestyle that she clearly does not condone. When she was asked if she would allow her daughter to live the lifestyle and listen to the music, she said absolutely not. So she knows for a fact that this is not honorable, but it pays the bills, and she will sell y'all kids up the river.
I know they do this twitching and streaming for content, man, but this grinds my gears. Don't be crowding around no woman like this. It's just, God dog, it just looks soft and cringe.
No shame, make you feel like I'm the queen.
I know shit.
No shame. So this is advice to you fellas.
And to you too, nigga.
No, it ain't, bitch. I'm the one that's getting that. My name Miami, I'm Flora. So take notes, bitch.
Yeah.
Get your money out, not your funny out.
I'm sorry, but I see why black men aren't dating black women anymore. I really do. I mean, the maturity level speaks for itself. Most black women stop maturing at the age of 12. I'm sorry, they do. And y'all want to be like, oh, we're the most educated. Not no more, boo. Check the stats. Asians are 77% more educated. Whites are 54%. Oh, and then they go, oh, no. We mean within our demographic, we're more educated than the black man. But they still make more than you. So it's
and even that is nonsensical. So even when they are proven wrong, we say, no, Bonquisha, that's not true. Then they will move the goal line and say, we're not talking about of everybody. We mean within our group. So it's only two people in the group, men and women. And if you go through every group, the women are more educated, whether it's Asian, white, the women are always the more educated sex of every group. So I don't understand what Bonquisha likes to brag about.
It's just any reason to say I'm better than the male. Stop it, man. Salute to the sisters that's educated. That's your place. Women are more involved and more in tune with people and relationships. Men, we are more in tune and involved with objects, things. That's why we maintain the infrastructure. That's why women go into nursing and other practices that deal with humans. And that was education, knowing how to deal with people, know how to talk, articulate yourself. That will come along with that. So kudos to y'all for doing the bare freaking minimum. That, we educate good. Stay that so you could be a wise counsel and a good helpmate to your man.
doesn't matter. You can keep your certification to Albies or whatever the hell you're certified for. Nobody gives a damn. But again, that's not true no more. That's actually not true no more. Y'all are not the most educated group. So now what's your argument? But for being just straight B words. Because I'm sitting here and one of my favorite YouTubers posted, not YouTubers, Instagram people, TikTok, I don't know what he is, he's everywhere. But he posted a video about this woman, and she was talking about she was waiting on her husband to be a bad guy so she can leave him. And then she goes on to say, actually, women, he don't gotta be a bad guy for him to leave him. If you're just not happy, you should just leave. I'm like, are y'all serious? And so now I hate him because my algorithm went straight to that. Then I see a black girl in the car crying, talking about how being a wife, she lost herself, and being a wife, you can't be who you are. I'm like, well, who are you? What do you want to do? What can you do in your outside of your marriage that you can't do inside your marriage besides be a 304? That's pretty much it. That's pretty much it. And then those of you black women that are married, you guys are the lowest, you guys have the lowest marriage rate in the world. So for those of you complaining and saying, oh, I don't want to be married no more, girl, you know how rare it actually is to be a black woman and to be married? You know, I'm not saying like, you know, oh, that's like should be your life goals, but to actually achieve it instead of this dumbass education stuff y'all keep talking about, you know what I mean? Y'all need to wake up and see this. You know what I mean? Like, it's like y'all are online crying to us who we really don't care. We just make fun of y'all. That's it. We don't care. You know? So y'all come online. Imagine you're at home and you see your husband online crying, talking about how much he hates you and hate being married to you. You'd be like, why would you do that? And it's the same thing. Why would you come on here and tell us this? Go tell him, or even make the video and just send it secretly to him so he can know how you feel. Why would you come on here and tell us this? It doesn't make any sense. So now that my algorithm's messed up, I'm just like, you black women, the mindset, again, 12 to 14 years old, because why? What do you mean you don't want to be married? And then you got the ones where you're like, oh, you can't convince me to have a child. Girl, nobody want to have kids with you.
Here we are. And no more proof than that than this young Miami here. This is a grown child. Just listen to her voice. She sounds like a little girl. She carries herself like a child. They have no accountability or responsibility. They just go through life like gigantic children.
They just want to have fun. They just stuck in that whirlwind of fun. This is their existence. I can almost imagine, you know, why they wonky like this. And I hate it because I believe a lot of these sisters could have both. Not the young Miamis of the world, but these sisters out here. Shout out to the educated sisters. Why can't you go out here and develop an amazing career, be financially resourceful, and still have your family? Shout out to my wife. You can do both, sisters. Holy cow. The gynocracy never told y'all that you can go to college, get educated, still be able to take care of yourself, and still get a man. The gynocracy never delivered that message, so we gonna tell y'all you can do both. Good luck, though.
And shout out to Deep Thoughts. Says the bonnet girl looked like Tracy Morgan and Head of State when he was holding and peddling that spoiled meat in the store.
Spoiled meat. Shout out to Tracy Morgan.
Man. And EV says the governor of Glaze wants all 304s to be proud recreation.
There you go. And they is. Shout out to EV.
And shout out to Guy Incognito. Says Miami would get no bread, no water, no meat from me.
There you go. No meat either. Okay, I see you.
And EV, her whole male crew is delivered.
That's what they like. They can't be around a masculine man because there's gonna be friction. You ain't gonna deal with these conversations. You see where a masculine man gonna be in this conversation?
And EV, I bet Ace Metaphor is part of her crew.
He wish he was if he ain't.
And Deep Thoughts come back. Says, there we go again, listening to these first generation educated fools. Education isn't all academic, but certainly is dynamic.
There you go. Shout out to Deep Thoughts. I like that. First generation educated. You know, a little bit of book smarts, no real life experience, no trial and error through your later years in life. There's more to it. Shout out to Deep Thoughts.
And we're going to send young Miami up to Glaze Galaxy. You're welcome, EV.
Yeah, glaze that ish.
We got us the gun line. Tell them about the gun line, boss.
We may not know which way to go.
Oh Lord, see, this shit is gonna be dangerous. Some dark-winged duck shit. Let's get dangerous. I play the fool for the fool. Everybody plays the fool sometime, and no exception to the rule. Listen, baby, you hear me? I played the fool for a fool.
I'm just waiting for it to come to an end. Starting to change up my prayers. This social media clout chasing, anything for a bag. Yeah, I don't think y'all know how bad it is that we have gotten here. Spin that ish. Where my scamming ninjas at? Do whatever you can for some greenbacks. Yeah, that's the beginning of the end.
Man. So here we are. We talking about it. Strong, independent, modern women claim they don't need men. And right now we about to pull up a legendary. This is a premiere. So this is a new Struggle Quisha and she is a legendary struggle queisha.
I ain't got to see nothing else. Look at this funky carpet in the corner light. Oh, this ought to be good.
So this is the condition of my room. I've been so depressed lately. I've been sleeping without a sheet for like 2 days. Not even gonna lie, I've just been sleeping on top of my blanket. Do I care? No. But I am gonna put some sheets on tonight, make my bed up and everything. But yeah, this is the condition of the room. I got so many fucking clothes in my closet that I need to fold up. But it's not too bad. It's not too bad.
Oh, listen. Hell! We ain't just gonna let Bonquisha keep going past her scripper pole. Just posted up in the middle of the room. This filthy room with a scripper pole. That thing probably infested with, just damn stripper pole got rabies. Don't take
God damn. Man, go ahead, touch that stripper pole, mess around and get lockjaw. Absolutely not. Come on. Y'all see, once again, y'all mamas ain't teach y'all nothing. It being a freak monster and having bad hygiene do not go together. If you're a freak monster, you're supposed to be super clean because you're a freak monster and you want people putting their mouth in things all over the place. But y'all out here nasty, dirty clothes, dirty underwear, all in that closet. Just dirty. They just take their clothes off, just throw them on the floor. It stank. It's stale and musky.
But yeah, this is the condition of the room. I got so many fucking clothes in my closet that I need to fold up. But it's not too bad. It's not too bad. But it could be better. So let's clean this shit up. Now that I'm getting back to my regular schedule program, I guess this would be a good time for me to introduce myself since I have so many new followers. Hi, my name is Ebony. I'm a 25-year-old working mom, a full-time working mom at that of one beautiful little boy. But besides working full-time, my son is my whole life. There's not a day that goes by that I don't think about how I can make this a better and safer place for him, how I can do better and do more for him, and so he can have an easy life and progress and be able to grow up. I can honestly say if it wasn't for my son, I don't know where I would be in life. Like,
this is wicked. She got the Pulp Fiction poster, the scripper pole. I know it's been some legendary nights up in here with Nug Nug. I mean, the most downtrodden Nug Nug done had fantasy nights up in this bedroom with this funky hyena. All right, she claimed to be 25 with one kid. And is she dusty as we thought?
Y'all don't even get it. She have a little get together, little kickback. Nug Nug, her chilling in the living room, eating Funyuns, smoking Reggie, drinking lacquer. And Nug Nug like, hey, I got $40. $40, we going back in that bedroom. $60, you go ahead and use that pole. Type-ish. Yeah, $60 get you a whole private dancer. Amazing. Heck of a bargain. Heck of a sales pitch. I'm here for it, long as it's working. But she is super dusty and funky. Up here, moving like this, smoking herb in the middle of the room, just dancing, day drinking. Yeah, this is legendary. I agree.
Like, it was so much going on when I found out I was pregnant with him, but I was full of so much joy that I didn't even care about what else was going on. I knew that I had one mission to make sure he lived life to the fullest, make sure he has a happy, safe, comfortable life. Like, that's my ultimate goal. I don't care about nothing else. Regardless of what happens with me, I still have to peel myself out of bed every day to make sure he has a great day. And honestly, I wouldn't have it any other way, because without him, I wouldn't have the motivation in life to keep going, because I don't see a purpose. Like, without him, there is no purpose for me. So it's just like, I don't know, he's just my whole little world. And after everything, it's just like, I know that he's here to stay. He will never leave me. He will always love me unconditionally. And that's one thing I can honestly say that I love about having a kid, is like that love that you get from your child. It never dies, you know?
Yeah. This is the origins of a son husband. So your mama, a whole harlot with a scripper pole in her room, showing it to the world. And she said, my son ain't never going nowhere. He ain't never going to leave me. He always going to take care of me. More than likely, you about to raise a beta man, a simp.
This is a gynocratic decree. This is not to be taken lightly. This is real. Back in my youth, I heard it with my own two crack baby ears. Heard a Bonquisha say it. I want to have a baby so that there is someone that always needs me. Not I want to have a baby so I can be a mom, protect, nurture, care, build. I want someone that is dependent on me no matter what, cannot unlove me. A slave, if you will. And why do I say it's a slave? Because they don't care. They can mistreat you. They can leave you for deletion. But where you gonna go? Son, husband, loading.
Regardless of what happens, who stays, who leaves in your life, your child, that love, it never seems to fade. No, I'm not opposed to having a man in my life, but I refuse to have somebody around me who is not doing what I need them to do. I refuse to have somebody around me who's working against me instead of with me. And I also refuse to be with somebody who's being shared by multiple people. I'm cool. I'd rather stay alone. And you niggas really be the main reason why I don't want to fuck with you niggas. Because the same ones that be sitting on here saying, oh, you do adult content, oh, you do this, oh, you do that, what makes you think a man's gonna want you and all this and that, be the same man that's following me, watch all of my videos, and jacks their dick off to all of my videos. But you want to sit on my page and tell me I'll never get a man because I willingly show my body.
Yes. So apparently she got a fans only and some more stuff. The link in the bio. Yeah, this is Big Mama, link in the bio. And she said, you very ninjas that are shaming me are watching my content. Two things could be true. All right. That still don't neglect the facts. You got to prove them wrong. You can talk all you want. Go get a respectable man and show us.
No, ain't no respectable man orbiting nowhere around this woman here. And when we talk about these sisters with they up here selling fans, making, $23.17 a month, this is exactly what I'm talking about. I'd be daggone if ninjas out here patronizing her to that degree. Ain't no way y'all that horned up. And you see how she throwing it in y'all face? She knows she ain't nothing worth writing home about. That's why she's like, y'all diddling yourselves to the images of her. Effing yuckity ninjas. Get in the gym and find something better. If this the best, look at it. It stank, man. How's that turning you on?
Listen, the water will find this level. So it's unfortunate, but it will always be a bottom dwelling society of men and women, and they will frolic with each other. So, and she got that scripper pole in there. So now that we know this, it's definitely a tax write-off, Bonquisha. So I'm gonna have to take a little bit of shame back if you're using it for business.
Frolic on.
On my page and tell me I'll never get a man because I willingly show my body online. Not even fucking nobody else. But that just makes you men feel some type of way, and it's very strange, it's very odd. But we'll sit here and lick, suck, and fuck everything under the sun before you even get married. And then for y'all information, I've had a nigga suck my toes fresh on break at work, and we not even fucking. So getting a man ain't never a problem. Getting a man to want me ain't. And I've had a nigga suck my toes fresh on break at work, and we not even fucking. So getting a man ain't never a problem. Getting a man to want me ain't never a problem. And just because I said I don't need a man or don't want a man doesn't mean I'm not open to eventually one day having a man.
And there you go. So at the end of the day, the ego gonna come from somewhere. Yeah, I don't know how many times I gotta tell y'all ninjas, don't ever say nobody or never. We can speak for ourselves at best, or people that may think like us, but that we may be in the minority. That's something we all need to consider. All right. So he just told y'all ninjas is sucking toes at work.
And you know what? Context is critical. You right, there is a guy, But shout out to Goddess. That ninja was 300 plus pounds. Funky, down bad. And yeah, he most likely paid too. All the above. She got that one. A ninja did that on your break, paid for it, got toe jam in his teeth. Yes. Now show us an image of him. She ain't about to pull up the character Ghost, Michael B. Jordan, Will Smith. She ain't even gonna pull up a daggone Nick Cannon. Blow utterly out. Probably missing all his teeth.
But I spent damn near 6 years with my child's father, through the cheating, through the lying and everything, trying to make shit work, had a kid, and it still didn't fucking work. So I'm not about to waste no more of my young years trying to find love, as everybody say, because it's not all it's cracked up to be at all. Like, yes, a beautiful thing when everything's going perfectly, when dinner's being made on time every night, when everybody's getting fucked on schedule and, you know, whoop-de-woo. But as soon as that shit's not happening, as soon as that shit stops, it just be like the end of the fucking world. And I just get tired of, like, feeling like I'm starting over with the same person doing the same shit. Like, it's like a repeated cycle of just toxicness, and I'm just tired of it. I refuse to give myself to somebody who does not deserve me, who does not cherish me, or who does not care for me in the same way that I care for them. And then even after all the trials and tribulations and shit still don't work out, it just be like, it was just a bunch of time wasted for what? And I question myself about that every day, like, what was the point of it all? The fact that I said I don't need a man, it really got a lot of y'all niggas panties in a bunch. Cause why you mad that I can make my own money and take care of me and mine all on my own without a man? Y'all be wanting a black woman to be down and bad about a nigga so bad, but when she's not, it's a problem. Most people go out here and sell pussy, sell drugs, you know, and I don't knock none of that shit. I'm all for the 304s. I'm all for all that shit. But me personally, if I want to take a picture of my pussy and post it online, that's my business.
You sound like DeBrocca. That's my business. If it is what it is. It is your business. But we will criticize. We gonna be here to talk about it. And people gonna tell you, you ain't never gonna find a man. And you can't get mad about it. All you can do is prove them wrong. Go get a man.
It is your business. But when you post that kudakata on the internet for $10, now it's all of our business. Obviously, you put it all in our face. So proud. No shame. She said, I'm all down for the 304s. I ain't knocking it, but you should. Where's that getting you? I'm going to say it once again. I like to get to the end of these horror stories. Where do we see her life trending towards? Is she going to end up with the white picket fence, living fulfilled and single with her son husband? Or does this take a tragic turn for the worse sooner than later? I would say the latter.
I don't see why y'all making it y'all business to be so pressed about it. Like it's y'all pussy that I'm posting. So for the dummies in the back that don't understand what the fuck I mean when I say I don't need a man, I don't need a man as far as living my everyday life. I don't need a man to survive. I don't need a man to cook for me. I don't need a man to clean for me. I don't need a man to take me to work. I don't need a man to pay my bills. I don't need a man to do a fuck thing for me. And the fact that I said that I would rather just fuck you and you leave, y'all took that and fucking ran with it. But if I'm fucking with you, there is no spending the night. Like, there will be no cuddles. There will be no sleepovers. I'm past that shit. We can fuck. We can chill. But after that, you gotta go. Okay, hey y'all. So we back. We're about to get ready.
Hell! This is a funky thought. I mean, it is what it is. A broken woman.
Ma'am, you are a crumb bum. You a bottom feeder. Because you done got addicted to penis juice, and now truth knocking you smooth across your damn forehead.
Listen, this is her only position, and she got to stand guard. Got no other position to guard besides being a 304. She said, I'm here for it. She said, look, if I'm showing Kuda, she beyond coming back. She done showed Kudakata online. Everybody done synced it, screenshots. It's over.
Can't fire me, I quit. That's what this is. Another one. Shout out to DJ Khaled. Can't fire her, she quit. You can't tell her you don't want to cuddle with her after hunching. You can't sit here and tell her ask her what she about to do after you get your post-glaze clarity. She gonna beat you to it. Nope. You gotta go like that ninja upset. He hyped now. He like, what? Soon as he get done and take his Timberland off the back of your head, he gonna bolt for the door. You think his feelings is hurt? He gonna grab a fruit snack, a hug, and he gone. Call him when you ready for another session. Sisters, y'all ain't hurting no man, no nug, no couch ninjas feelings, telling him, come get Kudakat and leave after. Okay.
Okay, hey y'all. So we back. We about to get ready. It is 3, so I'm about to brush my teeth and stuff first. Get the shower water going. I'm about to go see what the fuck my son is doing real quick though, because
absolutely not.
Yes, I got my bloomers on. Argue with your mama about it.
Hell! Listen.
She belongs to the streets.
Women funky. Where in the hell you showering at? She in some basement level somewhere. I don't know Bonquisha's living conditions, but somewhere I can guarantee you go into the comment section, Nug gonna be in there with heart eyes. I want to take you out. You look great. You name it. The validation is through the roof.
There you go. That's why she up here selling fans. That's why she got this ego. This man show mind comparing her drawers. Because ninjas is trying to do stuff to her, as she said. Licking toes at work, all of the above. You ninjas has messed up the game. I kind of feel like Paul Pierce. Y'all messed up the game. Y'all some simps, man. Y'all some suckers.
Damn, she thick as fuck. God damn. Jesus. Y'all ever just seen a deliciously thick girl?
Here we go. She conjuring up Nug. All right. All she need now is some herb or something, maybe a little bit of liquor, and it's on like popcorn. Don't tell me she got some herb. I knew it. So, Bonquisha, listen, that's what I'm saying. Y'all talking about Nug got to show up. You don't have to spend a dime. More than likely, she's sleeping with the herb man. So whoever show up to deliver her herb, more than likely for free, get Kudakata for a little bit of herb.
There you go, Mr. X. We learned more about this character here, and he don't understand. She doing everything. Herb dude show up. She like, come on in, sit down. He sit down. He got his products. She hand him a little glass of Hennessy. Then she snatches his pants down. Ain't no conversations being had. No communication. And after she done served him up, he like, you done earned a little something. And there it is. No words, all gawk. I ain't mad at the sister. Listen here. It appears to me she done settled real nicely into her lane. A raging thought harlot. Enjoy what comes along with it.
And she said in the chat, like, oh, she thick. Oh, we get it, Nug. We get it.
This is Nug's fairy tale. A big, thick sister, raunchy and horned up, smoking Reggie, got no filter, talking about come hit it and quit it. This Nug can't get enough. He infatuated.
This is wild.
This is wild.
You've been abused for so long. Love is cheating.
You used and abused for so long. That's how this get you here as a woman. Used and abused for so long.
All right, Bonquisha, what you doing now? See what he's saying? Bonquisha be doing too much.
That's perfect.
I can see a bunch of you ninjas in the chat right now. What's the link? What's her favorite? Anybody know her social media?
Perfect marketing, Bonquisha. Perfect marketing. Look at that. Huh? That's leading. Now Nug like, God, turn around. Oh, I ain't mad at the sister. There you go. Work what your mama gave you.
Crazy.
God damn.
Yes, I show my pussy online because I'm grown and I can. It'd be crazy because y'all want to get up on my page and sit and talk about, oh, you'll never find a man, you'll never find love. What?
I remember when I lost my mind. I'm just about to lose my mind.
How you start a video off with, I show my WAP off on the internet because I'm grown and I can. Not because I make millions of dollars doing it. You know, you got to make it make sense. No, I'm grown and I can. So your body, your choice. Stop complaining about everything then.
You see though how she connect those gynocratic dots? I'm grown. I'm meaning in the gynocratic order, I'm grown meaning I'm of adult age. So with that, since I am in the hyena clan and I am of adult age, I will do whatever the freak comes to the front of my brain at any given time because I'm grown type ish. Just so since you grown, you can show your cootie cat online. That's the rite of passage. Become grown, put your cootie cat on the camera.
This is wicked. And Guy Incognito says, Dr. Umar, this over here, or this over a snow bunny?
Oh, yeah. Black queens forever, no matter what.
Yeah. And Deep Thought says, racial slurs from anybody gets under my skin.
Big facts.
And Ham Dog, can we send her to Milwaukee?
Oh, yeah. Where JP at?
And shout out to Brother Spaces. Says, y'all got me crying, laughing at this whole thing tonight. Love the show.
Appreciate it. Shout out to SpaceX always coming through. Appreciate you, brother.
Appreciate that, brother.
Yeah! Boom, shakalaka!
There we go. She ain't done.
I know she
Man wants to deal with the girl who shows her pussy and all this, that, and the third. Bitch, do you think I really give a fuck? Do you honestly think I give a fuck about a man in general? Like I said, y'all don't know the difference between a woman that wants a man and a woman that needs a man. But bitch, I ain't either, truth be told, because I don't want or need one. Because I'm at the point in my life, if I cannot fuck you and send you on your way, I don't want no parts of you. I don't want nobody in my bed. I don't want nobody using my toilet paper. I don't want nobody in my motherfucking refrigerator. I don't want to hear nobody.
You gotta stop.
Hell!
That's how hard could it be to give a man some WAP and send him on his way? That got to be one of the easiest things to achieve. So, I mean, the bar is in hell, as we can see.
Men, single men, once again, this is why it pays to present the world and the dating market with your best self. You just around the way, brother. And she didn't see you. She liked the way you look. That's all it takes is aesthetics. It's that shallow. And she hit you up. You bored. And she like, hey, I got some herb. I got some kudakata. Come get it. You see, he like, oh, I got now it's something to do. That's all she is. Something to do. Don't be mad at her life decisions. Just put yourself in a position where you could benefit from her life decisions.
I don't want no parts of you. I don't want nobody in my bed. I don't want nobody using my toilet paper. I don't want nobody in my motherfucking refrigerator. I don't want to hear nobody up playing a motherfucking game in my living room at 3 o'clock in the morning. I don't want to hear that fucking shit. And it's also crazy because some of y'all really be threatened by an independent woman. Like, I might not have my shit all the way together, but bitch, I damn sure am independent and don't need nobody to depend on for shit. Because I done been in situations where I had motherfuckers around me and they wasn't benefiting me or they wasn't helping me or doing anything. So I choose to be single. I choose to be independent. I choose to do what the fuck I want to do because I can. And for the nosy bitches, if y'all have not went and checked my Twitter out, if y'all read my bio, it says, I show my pussy because I can and will. Thank you. And if you don't like it, you don't like it, baby. That's up to you. But I love it over here. We good. We straight. Money getting made. Bills getting paid.
Listen, this woman is a rogue mercenary hyena. She may be the lead. She's like the Navy SEALs or, you know, whatever, the elite of the hyena clan. This is it. You know, she said, y'all read the bio. I do it because I can and I will and I must.
Yeah! Boom shakalaka!
I must is wild. Yeah, scratch Navy SEAL Team 6. This is Bonquisha Team 6. But what do we say? The truth ain't hurt nobody but a liar. This just ain't lying. She telling the truth. The only real criticism we got, she got a kid, she got a son, and he is not going to fare well due to his mom's decisions. Not a conversation, ain't arguing with none of y'all. However, let's say she's single. We got no gripe. You's a harlot. And you showing on the internet, and you're gonna get everything that comes along with that. The good, the bad, and all of the ugly, all of the criticism and all of the judgment. And some folks even gonna condemn you. You a woman and you were flashing your crotch online. There really ain't no lower place. Everybody got visual access to your most delicate parts. Argue with your mammy.
Everything's happening that I need to happen, and y'all opinion is the least of my motherfucking worries. But if you do find me that entertaining, keep watching. Keep watching, baby. I don't give one raised fuck whether you like it or love it. Because guess what? I'm gonna continue to do what the fuck I want to do. Because what? I can. Thank you. I know the first thing somebody gonna say, like, ooh, she finally took down that stripper pole. But the funny thing is, bitch, I ain't take that bitch down. It actually fell down. It's been up for 2 years, and I needed to tighten it up. Couldn't find the tool to tighten it up, so I just took it down instead of it falling on my baby. I don't know what be going on in the Facebook world, but it be some old, bitter, ugly, thirsty, corny-ass motherfucking bitches and niggas on there, and I...
So, as y'all notice, the stripper pole gone. I tell you what, the weed man ain't gonna be happy. That was his greatest attraction. That's like the amusement park removing the rides and saying we still got concession stands and games and stuff, but we removed all the roller coasters. The dude, he like, I love the roller coasters. It's the only reason I come. I mean, come on.
Yeah. And now ain't nothing free. You might get a discount. Because where's the thrill? Where's the experience? Yeah, you want to see some twirly whirlies, little something, little tricks and flicks. Now you just got this mattress on the floor. See what I'm saying? It was an experience when you got the stripper pole. It's a poverty nug paradise. Now it's just it's like, where's the fun?
just don't be understanding why y'all choose to come in my comments and talk shit about me. But y'all want to spend y'all last moments sitting here talking about me. Life when I'm genuinely just sharing mine, and y'all want to voice y'all opinions on every motherfucking thing. I'm talking about paragraphs. Like, look at this shit. Like, it just be shit like this. Like, what was the point of you?
He says, oh, it's a lot here. She will probably be smoking herb with him when he's a teenager, and the police will end up deleting all y'all because she doesn't believe in disciplining her child.
God, dog. God, dog. God, see, no. Okay, here's two things. People, God, dog. People that do this, I don't know. I'm guessing it's a dude. This a bit egregious. You know, for one, don't be putting paragraphs. That's a bit wild.
It say William Jones, black
egregious. Girl, come on now. There's rules. You a man and you putting a whole paragraph, all whatever, condemning her, saying that she gonna end up smoking herb with her teenage son. Could just left it. That could be a true joke, because she most likely will. But saying y'all all gonna get deleted, God, dog, man, you have to say that.
So, man. So, nonetheless, you act wild as hell online. You attract this. It's like, a dog taking a poop on the lawn, and people like, why are the flies landing on it?
True. Then there is that. The world is wonky. There's too many different personalities out there. And you come up here with this extreme. Yeah, once again, it's all content for her. She don't care. I've been thinking about this. Start, have a little segment where we just go over our detractors. Miss X done it a couple times, but this is a thing, and it's just more content for her. Sitting up here cursing out her chat.
This is wild.
Sitting here saying this shit for what? You think I'm about to sit here and read all of this shit? I screenshotted that shit so fast, but like, y'all gotta see that shit because this is the type of shit I be going through on the Facebook side. Like, Instagram don't be too bad, but Facebook be going the fuck in. I just can't understand why like people got that much hate in their heart for somebody that they don't even fucking know. Like,
a few moments later.
you know how like you just been wanting to like feel something, like anything. I've been so like numb to a lot of stuff, and I think I put myself in like certain positions just so I can feel something. Because without
oh boy. Huh. Don't cry now. What we saying? Normally they do this after midnight when the lights is off and they land in bed. But sometimes they do it right here. Even Sister Bree broke down before. We were surprised. They can only keep it up for so long, and then they got to show y'all, all right, I'm really hurting.
They got to decompress. They got to get it out. You heard her. She said sometimes she puts herself in positions just so she can feel something. What does she mean by that? I tell you what that means. Every now and again, that hard encrusted shell of hers will crack and she'll be a little bit vulnerable. She'll be sitting there with the herb, man. He didn't just beat her doing these down. He putting on his Tim's about to leave, and she'll reach out and say, I do enjoy your company. And then he smack her hand and say, chill out with all that, and he leave. And now she can feel she can feel that disappointment, that rejection. That's what they mean. Every now and again, they'll go out on a limb and be vulnerable just so they could feel the disappointment once again.
Yeah. And shout out to brother says she crying because her rose died. Which one of y'all said that? Y'all ain't right. So the rose is malfunctioning and she
Yeah, there you go. With men leaving too, believe it or not, it's men made all these diddling toys for y'all. We care about y'all so much. Now when we go away, what y'all gonna do? Y'all gonna be left with freaking aerosol cans and bottles of water and vegetables. Anything shaped like a slug, y'all go jam it in you.
feeling something, it just makes me feel just dead inside. I just don't know how to feel about anything. And I'm just so numb to everything. Just so numb to all of this shit. Like, and I want to feel something. Like, I want to feel something. It just feel like I can't make this feeling go away, and I don't know what to do. I'm supposed to properly love my baby, and I can't even love myself.
Listen.
You know what I'm talking about? I may be goddamn broke here. I might just be ugly, but I's here in my bills paid. Fuck is you talking about? Hell.
Oh boy, this is a young Debraka. These young sisters, she was so loud and proud, up here. I'm selling Kuda Kata. Y'all ain't gonna tell me what to do. I don't need no man. I do what I want because I can do whatever I want because I'm grown and y'all can't tell me nothing. And, I sell Kuda Kata. And a few moments later, I'm just so hurt. I can't feel. Oh, next thing you know, they on deletion watch and all of that.
This is the healing side of social media. Because now, once these poverty and loud and proud hyenas get addicted to it, they can't leave. And that's good because now we can see where it hurts. And maybe they could get some freaking help. That's why we up here. That's why we put this on display. If you don't see this version of her, some unsuspecting young woman will think they too can go ahead and flash their Kuda Kata for $1,000 and be living a happy, fulfilled life. Absolutely not. This is what it does to you. I believe dang near every woman that becomes a scripper or whatever can acknowledge. Yeah, when you first start exposing yourself, getting all that gratification, maybe initially it can be, invigorating and liberating. but very quickly, as she just described, it becomes numbing. You become numb. You are a numb object of desire. And she signed up for it.
I used to be a hoe, but I ain't now no more.
Yeah, and we got some super chat.
Appreciate your brother Ham Dog coming through like you do. Says national, international, global JP. How can you fix this? Where's the United Nations? JP got a solution.
Let's see.
Shout out to Stu Peas. Says, how are you independent on food stamps, Section 8, and selling box online? Because a black man ain't handing it to her. That's independence. Appreciate your brother EV. Says they always choose reject things they can't get. Okay.
Yeah.
Shout out to Frederick Howard. Says a black male high school teacher was crying. His students can't read or paragraph or comprehend. Yeah, yes, I saw that. Oh, sad, sad, sad.
And these are the parents, unfortunately. So for that, Bonquisha going straight to the pit.
Yeah, expeditiously.
Madness. Fuck is you talking about?
This is Sparta!
You got to know when to hold 'em, know when to fold 'em, know when to walk away, know when to hide. You gotta count your blessings. You're sitting at the table. You hear me? Ooh, child, things will get brighter.
No, they will not. Shout out to Mr. X. Yeah, that sister gonna prove to be legendary. That quick of a flop, happy and joyful, blissful, 5 minutes later, and it all comes falling down.
Wicked work. And as y'all see the title, modern women are strong, independent, and claim not to need men. And we about to go over to this sister here. It's been a minute for the neurodivergent sister, but she done popped back up on my algorithm.
Salute to this sister. Single, childless, awkward. Let's see what she up to today.
I always loved the idea of sex. Skin to skin, the vulnerability, being wanted and wanting in return. And I used to always read sexy books from the bookstore. 3 years after my last relationship ended, I met this guy at a bar. Let's just call him Hector, because he looks like this guy I knew from elementary school named Hector. So I invited Hector back to my house, and he's trying to stay the night. And to avoid conflict, or honestly just to avoid hurting his feelings, I would have been like, sure. But I just went, no, I'm sorry, you have to go. And he left. And then I feel gross. It wasn't fun. I felt used, and I just accepted, like, this isn't for me. And then as I'm laying on my bed, I look over at one of my 2 side tables, that one to be specific. I sleep on that side of the bed. Oh man, I forgot it was a mess over there. I was folding laundry, as you can see, because that's my retainer. And there's a roll of tissue paper over there and some chapstick. Not sexy at all, but this side was always supposed to be for my person. When I put it up there, I was genuinely thinking, like, whenever I meet somebody, that's where they'll put their stuff. That's their side. And I'm looking over at this little empty table. It was empty at the time. Me putting all this shit there was after I'd given up. But I'm looking at this empty little table that I have for a person that doesn't exist. And it hit me that I had been single for 3 years at that point, and there was nobody else on the horizon. And I just had this knowing, like, this is it. I'm not doing the casual thing anymore. It was.
Listen.
She belongs to the streets.
Casual hunching, huh? So this another one talking about sleeping with a man and kicking them out. What do y'all think? Y'all are not men. So even a sister like her, she childless, she ain't down bad like the other woman, but they got the same tendency somehow.
The tendency to not be vulnerable. A woman that can't be vulnerable should never be in a relationship. Men, we demand vulnerability. Absolutely. You can't be no secret. I need to know exactly who I'm laying next to. Men that are relationship, marriage minded, let's be specific. And the quicker they get these guys out of their presence, the less probability they have of being vulnerable. Hey, y'all, this ninja just done hunched you. You vulnerable. You feeling all soft and all that. It's better that he go before he see the real you. It's pathetic. It's sad. I feel kind of bad for this sister. She ain't nasty, but she awkward.
It's kind of a relief because as much as I love the big O, the problem I always had with sex was the performance of it all. The moaning, the groaning, the panting, trying to hide the fact that I was actually watching TV. But during those 3 years, it's not like my sex drive just switched off, but that was fine because the one part of my sexuality that was always real, that I never had to perform for anybody, was the part that I could do myself. So I was born.
And there you go.
Hair.
She don't like men. If she do, it's maybe some white guy that clearly don't want her. All right. She talking about while she's hunching, she might just be watching TV, looking away, whatever, not into it. All right. She says she have a much better time pleasing herself. This ain't the first time she said that. So this is like a young Tracy Unhinged. This is Tracy Unhinged 30 years ago.
that may be true. This is her. Yeah, she definitely giving Whoopi Bay, Starfish. Man, don't you dare subject yourself to that kind of psychological abuse. That's psychological abuse. You sitting there, you trying to do your thing, and she's sitting there with the TV flicker in her hand, going through channels. If you don't show yourself some respect, get up, get out, and leave. This is hurry up and finish, Bay. This is, I guess you want some, Bay. That's why she's single. Ain't no man going for that. Not the guy she want. There's a guy that would, but she don't want those guys. She didn't told those stories.
In the 90s, and I was raised pretty sheltered. Like, my mom never wanted me to go over to other people's houses. My dad didn't want me giving out our house phone to anybody, and this was before like everybody had unlimited plans. So this made it really hard to make and keep friends. So my entire picture of what an adult life was supposed to look like came from one place: TV. TV was basically my only exposure to what adult life would be like. Adult social groups, adult friendships, what grown people did. I see these people on TV with their big friend groups living their adult lives and think, okay, that's what it's supposed to look like. That is what being an adult is supposed to look like. Also, if you're always hearing my chair going creakety crackety, it's because I need a chair place to sponsor me. Somebody send me a chair. But even before that, I was a very sexual kid, okay? And not in like a weird way, but I just mean like I was always interested. I remember being like a little kid that was curious about sex. I was definitely a horny teenager. In college and beyond, I would read like, you know.
Hair. I don't know. Maybe she peaked early because she a prude now. And now y'all see that big ass dog. Well, I think she got like 2 dogs and 3 cats and a bird. It's wild. All right. It's like Noah's Ark up in here. Pretty soon, she's going to have a little bit of everything. So, nonetheless.
Yeah, that dog there with them clipped ears. I don't know if that's a boxer, pit bull. It's a guardian dog. I know that much. And it's guarding her semi-dracudicata. Okay, so she said she was more sexually in tune in her younger age. She got it out her way. And once again, that is the last thing your man want to hear. Oh, yeah, today I'm more reserved with my cudicata. But when I was in college, I got that out my system. But with you, we'll do a little whoopee every now and again. But all that freaky circus hunting, I did that in college. You missed that phase. Every guy wants to hear that. That sounds awesome.
The sexy books and the sexy fanfic pairings of my favorite couples. That was like a whole personality trait, honestly. So I was really excited about growing up and finally doing the thing. And I grew up watching Sex and the City, and Sex and the City makes it just seem like casual sex is just normal. And like everybody is out there just having casual sex with strangers. And of course you get a few duds here and there, but for the most part, this is what grown adult women do. It's what the cool girls do. And it wasn't just that show. Pretty much every show just made it seem like that was the norm. I've wanted to have.
And there you go.
Hair.
She's just telling the truth what most of these women are doing. Even today, we say it all the time, y'all need to stop watching TV. Y'all need to get off Instagram and TikTok because y'all will start not going outside and simply living your life through what you are witnessing. And you say, this is how it's supposed to be. I'm supposed to be doing this and that. And y'all lives be a nightmare.
She telling the truth. We have often made those serious jokes. These sisters want to be the lead off Sex and the City. They think they can come out here, become hardened, masculine, and have the most select, most eligible bachelor in the city begging and sniffing after them. And that's what she thought was going to happen, and that's why she's here. Dazed and confused, don't know which way is up.
Pretty much every show just made it seem like that was the norm. I've wanted to have a community since the dawn of time. I used to joke that in high school, I would have pushed my best friend in front of a moving bus if it meant that I could be popular. So if this is what grown, cool, sexually liberated women are doing, then yeah, that's who I'm gonna be, especially in my late teens and early 20s. The actual me, well, my sexual experiences were quite far and few between. The cool girl that I was playing and the girl that I actually was, who was definitely more introverted and sexually selective, were not the same person. A good example is when I got my first toy, I think I was like 22 years old. I was hanging out with one of my guy friends and we were talking about sex. And I don't remember how it came up, but you know, remember I was just so natural and so free. And I just let it slip that I didn't own a toy. And he goes, "Oh, we should get you one." So we literally drove to the nearest sex shop and he bought me my first toy. Okay, so I'm not stupid, all right? I know that he probably intended on being able to use it on me. That never happened. But the reason why that whole situation even happened is because I was portraying myself like I was just this.
Listen here. This woman is a tease. This is a horny man's worst nightmare. All right, goodness gracious. This ninja, look, took you to the store, bought the toy, trying to get you juiced up. And she said, all right, I'm going to go home by myself and test it out. I'll let you know, or let somebody else test it on her and you done bought it. Huh.
That's how villains are made. Don't do that. That's effed up. You know, that's effed up. Your body, your choice. Yeah, all that. Yes. But God, come on, sisters. Don't do that. Don't push it to that limit. That's mean. Right? That's not fair. This ninja was hype. He's sitting there texting, yeah, I got this little earthy, little introvert freak monster. We about to do some things. Ain't no telling what they bought from that store. It probably wasn't nothing cookie cutter. They going back, man, they talking that talk. And she said, okay, I'm feeling kind of sleepy. I'll see you in the morning. That ninja's heart fell down to his ankles.
Situation even happened is because I was portraying myself like I was just this sexually liberated goddess. Recently, somebody left a comment under one of my videos about being single for 6 years and said something like, she said she was single. She never said she was celibate. Number one, rude, but it's the internet. People are going to say what they want. You're welcome to your opinions and your delusions. And I kind of laughed because I was like, buddy, you think you found the thread. You think that's the big secret, right? You think that I'm some secret hoe, right? But the actual secret is that I spent years pretending to be a secret hoe. That's actually the really embarrassing part. All right, so I'm going to be talking a little carefully here because the last time I made a video about this, YouTube definitely hit me with that demonetization, and I ended up taking the video down because I was just getting a lot of comments that at that time, this is 5 years ago, I was not prepared to deal with. So if you catch me using some weird frilly terms and sounding like a Victorian woman describing a scandal, that's why. So I've always considered myself a moderately sexual person. Emphasis on moderately. You know, like I said, when I was younger, I was very curious and I used to read the sexy books, and I figured out the entire self-care situation pretty early on. Let's just say, you know, when I was in gymnastics, when I was younger, I learned a move. It's called the pike. You go that, you stick your legs out, and I experienced what is called a coregasm. And from there, you know, I just kept learning better and better ways to experience that feeling. But anyway, the point is, by myself, I was thriving. I knew exactly what
She belongs to the street.
This woman's a freak. It's a freak monster. So she done learned how to coregasm. All right, officially called exercise-induced orgasm, or EIO. Y'all heard Mr. Walker speak on it. It is a spontaneous gasm, or a wave of sexual pleasure that occurs during a strenuous physical exercise.
Shout out to the athletic freak monsters out there. Yes, I told y'all probably think I'll be making stuff up. I don't have that ability. Telling y'all the truth. They freak monsters. They could be out there working out, brother. So next time you're in the gym, just pay attention. Any sister in there really grunting it out, she on that treadmill, the Stairmaster, working up a sweat. She working up a sweat and working up a lather, my baby. And it is what it is. The point of this is y'all sisters are hornier than dudes. And men, when they going through these coregasms and all that, all you got to do is be in position. Just be around, and it's yours.
And it says, it is a entirely non-actual psychological response to that happens independent of actual thoughts or fantasies. They ain't even got to be thinking about it. So yeah, they could just simply be in there and hit the wrong move and their body gonna do what it do.
Intriguing. Now that's a new aspect for me. It's just like y'all can't even control. Yo, my God, dog. Little Man in the Boat, so powerful. Little Man in the Boat has overwritten mind over matter. Your mind ain't even got to be there. The matter's gonna still do what it do. That is intriguing.
So yeah, physiological response. Here we go to so it's independent of thoughts or fantasies. It ain't got nothing to do with it. It's the same response as if you was eating a kudakata, but she may not be thinking about it at all. The body just going, what up? It's like a wet dream, if you will. I don't know, because even then you thinking about something though.
There you go. And it's amazing. Y'all
amazing creatures.
Y'all just juiced up. Y'all just see what I'm saying? Men, single men, take advantage of this. I learned this in college when athletic trainers told me. I said, that's great. Men, here's the thing too. When the women like you, they'll tell you these things. They just telling you shit.
This is wow. Here we go.
By myself, I was thriving. I knew exactly what I was doing. Full marks for myself, no notes. With other people, though, that was a different situation. I lost my virginity at 19 to a guy that was kind of my friend. It was like a situationship, but kind of not even that. Like friends with benefits, but there were no benefits for me. And it was awful. He had talked me into smoking incense, which, do you guys remember incense? Is incense still around? It can't be. We had been drinking, and I just felt detached from my body during the whole experience. Like it felt like it wasn't even happening to me. And it was genuinely awful. Side note, he's like a vegan spiritual guru now. He's got like tens of thousands of followers on Instagram. Crazy wild, right? And then later, I've had 2 actual boyfriends.
Listen, you keep talking about how all these experiences were no good to you. Let's get these guys up here. I'm sure they had a good time. You know, they bust one. So you could say what you want. They probably gonna say you were screaming and squirreling and shaking like a fish. So stop the cap. She up here acting like, oh, this guy, y'all was eating mushrooms or whatever y'all was doing. Y'all had this experience, outer body. I don't know what y'all,
but it's just undesirable. And either that, Mr. X, he got his, or maybe he didn't. I've said that as well. There's such thing as a wasted skeet. Just because a dude skeet don't mean he's satiated. He wasted. Oh, that's a waste of a skeet. So if sisters love complaining, oh, I ain't get mine. And they say that because they think just because they got glaze on them that he got his. No, that glaze is a product for survival of the species. That's it. Still could be, still could be all worked up. So sisters, don't flatter yourself with that.
2 actual boyfriends. I'll be honest, I was underwhelmed because I really didn't like either of them. I was just tired of being alone. One was a vegan bodybuilder. He was like really handsome, had a nice body. That's the guy who was young. That's the 21-year-old I dated when I was 28. Wouldn't recommend that to anybody. I didn't really feel a physical connection with him. And then there was another guy that I met at my job. He was also very handsome, and he just kept talking to me in like this whispering voice. And I was really trying hard not to just be like, huh, what? Completely killed the vibe. Definitely got the ick from that. And that's when I realized, like, it doesn't matter how attractive somebody is. If I don't like the person, and if I don't have a real connection to them, then I don't get anything out of having a physical experience with them. Once again, this was in my mid to late 20s that I realized that. Chip break. If you can guess what this chip is, I'll give you 5 points. What are the points for? Don't worry about that. The fucked up part is that these chips are my lunch. But knowing all that about myself and living it were 2 completely different things, because I still had that TV script in my head that casual sex is what grown, sexy, sophisticated, liberated women do. So there was a part of me that thought, okay, maybe I just haven't done it right yet. So those 3 years between my last boyfriend and my last sexual partner, I just considered that an experiment, right? And even though I make it seem like I was on some wild and crazy sex spree, that's not what happened. And even though I realized I didn't like it, it was fine, because I don't consider it a failed experiment, because I got information from it. I realized that I didn't like it. So first, I was on the apps, and the apps did not work for me, because as a woman, I'm actually like looking at the guys' profiles, I'm reading them, trying to discern if we're gonna be a good match before I even swipe right. Guys on apps are fucking swiping right on everybody, and then going out and sorting later who they actually want to talk to, which I feel like really defeats the purpose, right? But so as
No. No, that's because you are not a man. It don't defeat the purpose. He trying to get as many as possible. He ain't trying to just match with one woman and say, this is my wife. I'm putting all my eggs in this basket. No, he gonna say, let me see if I can get 20 of them or 30 of them. Who knows? So she gonna say that defeats the purpose of being on the app. by having options.
Listen here, sisters. Hunching is a mutual exchange. At the very same time, slight double standard here. Yes, dudes gonna swipe, whatever is accepting, right, left, whatever. They gonna swipe an acceptance on anything that they visually like. And as far as sorting them out later, they're going right. And guess what? If there's ones he don't like, there's always a constellation prize, that double standard. Dude's all right. This ain't gonna be nothing serious. But if he can get some constellation kudakata, all is well, all is good. Where sisters, y'all really ain't built, y'all shouldn't be built like that. Y'all shouldn't be like, all right, I'm gonna date these guys, and if it ain't nothing serious, at least you can get some meat jammed in you. You see, no, that's the double standard. That's why guys gonna select as much as they can. They'll take as much kudakata as they can muster.
And there you go. So, and y'all seeing a lot of them photos. This woman wants her a Brad or Chad, and I believe she's down in Atlanta. So we know, I'm sure there are, YT folks, but y'all know the demographic. So she's looking for some, Brad Pitt, type guy that's going to walk up to her and marry her.
Ain't coming. That Sex and the City fairy tale was just that, a made up fairy tale.
For my little experimentation, the first guy I actually met on a dating app, he was Tunisian, which I did not know that country existed before he told me. And he said that he was interested in ethical non-monogamy, which meant that he was a hoe. And I was like, you know what? That's fine. I'm cool with it. It's a very woke, liberal way of...
Well, he told you the truth. Why y'all say I want the truth, then y'all can't handle it? Ethical non-monogamy is an umbrella term for romantic or sexual relationships involving more than two people, where all parties are fully aware, consenting, and enthusiastic about the arrangement. Yeah! Hell, I like y'all new hoodoo. Y'all wilding out here.
And it's the truth. So I told you, man, and this guy she is talking about, he beat. You see that? He told her, I ain't trying to be monogamous. Right now, I like you. And he still got an outcome. Why? Because he was looking the way she liked. Case in point.
That he was a hoe. And I was like, you know what? That's fine. I'm cool with it. It's a very woke, liberal way of saying I'm a hoe. And we hooked up, I think, twice. And the second time I was like, no, I can't do it. I just felt nothing. I felt nothing. And I wanted to go home and leave immediately. The second guy I met at a bar, me and my friends called him J Balvin because that's who he looked like. He seemed really social, just a cool, chill person, but he came over and he left and I felt gross. The third guy was Hector from the beginning of the video. After Hector, I felt like I had my answer. 3 times that I felt nothing and 3 times I felt gross. And that was it. Experiment over. This probably was like in the span of maybe 3 months total. But yeah, my little casual sex era was officially closed for business. And I just want to be clear, I'm not shading anybody who wants to engage in casual sex. You do you, know your body, know what your needs are. And if you want to engage in ethical non-monogamy, go and do that thing.
And there you go. This
Execute Order 66.
So he gonna say, I don't like it. But instead of saying what it is, all right, it's egregious and disgusting, you're going to say, it's cool if y'all do it. I ain't going to judge y'all. It's still sisterhood. It just ain't for me. So she said within 3 months, it was 3 guys allegedly, and she didn't like it.
She didn't like it, but every dude she talked about got to get them cheeks 2 or 3 times. Just because she liked the aesthetics, she didn't like the conversation. She didn't like what they were saying. She was horned up and they were there. These are the dots we connect in single men out there. Because I get triggered with this whole incel movement. That doesn't have to be. Incels are unhinged and unstable. But if you do what you need to do, you can fall into some neurodivergent, awkward kind of like this. As she just told those stories. Dude told her to her face, I ain't looking for nothing serious. I'm just trying to hunch. And he did.
you know? But that's the problem, right? Is that we are taking advice from different people who have different needs. You know, you got people over here that are saying, yes, do the casual sex, it's sexually liberating. And then we have people over here that are saying, don't do the sex, you'll create soul ties with these people, which I do not believe in. And I'm a woo-woo ass person. I got an abundance candle lit right here. But no, I don't believe in soul ties. I've never felt a soul tie with anybody that I've had sex with. I saw the guy that I lost my virginity to on the street, and I was with my mom and my brother, and I was like, ah, shit, not this guy. I felt no type of tie to him at all. But all that being said, ultimately,
Well, that is the tie. If there was no tie, you wouldn't have felt nothing. Or you would have been able to speak to him and felt absolutely nothing and kept going on about your day. The mere fact that you hid from him, you didn't want to see him because your body may have wanted to give him more kudakata, hence the tie. What are you talking about?
You out with this sister and she get all goofy and lean back in her chair. You like, oh, what's going on, babe? He said, oh, nothing. It's not a big deal. It's just the guy that took my virginity. Why did that come to the front of your brain and created a physical response? Soul tie that she don't have. Amazing.
I did not decide to be celibate, okay? It wasn't a conscious decision that I made. I didn't say, I want to stop having sex with all men. I hate men. It was just, I was done having sex with people if I knew that I was going to feel gross afterward. I was done with casual sex. Sex on the fly. Sex with somebody before I even really knew them. And at that point, I had been single for 3 years, but there was a part of me that was like, it's been 3 years. I'm sure somebody is right around the corner. And if I just hold out for the right person, then it'll all work out. I didn't know that I would continue to be single for the next 3 years. That was not in the plan. And when your rule is, I'm only going to do it with somebody that I like, or with somebody that I actually feel a connection to, who wants to commit to something real, and you're like me, that pool is very small. And it just kept not happening. And I had plenty of chances, you know, I don't want to make it seem like because I was having a dry spell that nobody propositioned me, because that's not true. There were guys that I was attracted to. In particular, there was one guy that I was pretty attracted to, and we went out for drinks, and then we ended up coming back to my house, and, you know, we kissed a little bit, but then I was like, okay, you gotta go. Because the reality is, I know where that road goes. That road ends up in a situationship, and girl, I'm too old for that. And then
you too old to be bringing people back to your house and not give them kudakata. That's egregious, ladies. Don't do it. Like you said, you don't have to. You don't owe him nothing because he got you a drink. But you don't invite nobody to your damn house after y'all been drinking. That's insane.
We telling these same things to our daughters. That you understand that. Don't do that. That know how respect nature. Shout out to our good brother Q. Respect women and men's nature. Y'all drinking, y'all, this conversation definitely somewhere near sexual. Y'all go back just to make out. Abso-freaking-lutely not. Absolutely not. I know that ninja was mad. Shout out to Blue Balls Bay. She's serving out blue balls like nobody's business.
Man.
Shout out to brother Ashy Foots. How you doing, man? He says, this is the type who right before we get started, she will say to me, wait, leave your sandals on. God.
Yeah.
Shout out to Devil Games. Says the male loneliness epidemic is a myth. Okay.
And then, you know, there are plenty of guys that showed interest that just kind of faded out. That's what I call romantic ghosting. And honestly, I probably could have slept with a few of them before they faded away. But that's not what I wanted. So I wasn't just sitting around waiting to find a willing body, because willing bodies were available. But willing hearts were not. Good Lord, that was super cringe. Did you die from cringe? Should I do the Gen Z heart? But willing hearts were not. I think that's pretty cute. I normally hate the Gen Z heart because it looks freaking stupid. So I told you at the beginning that I have 2 nightstands. One for me and one for the partner that never came. And after Hector, there was just nothing on it. I have a queen size bed, and I would go to sleep at night and it would just feel so empty and so cold with just me on there. And I ended up getting a heated blanket for the warmth and for the weight, and I started letting my dog sleep on the bed, even though I know her ass is dirty, because I just liked the thought of another presence being there. And that random feeling of loneliness would just hit me at certain times.
Huh. It's undefeated. Rest in peace to the Godfather. I mean, buy a dog. She well on her way. She said, look, I know this dog is dirty. It's been outside, got poop on him, but I'm letting him in the bed because I need a warm body in here. So this is crazy.
Y'all don't know what y'all missing out on, man. You know, thank God for marriage. Thank God for fulfilling marriage. Things start to just settle down and just be, dare I say, about perfect. You know, I get it. Miss Neurodivergent, she don't want somebody around her all the time. And as you get older, your marriage, you know, you still like each other, fond of one another, but you don't got to be around up under one another. But when you want somebody up under you, you see what I'm saying? You really want somebody there. So what is that? Is the desire to have someone near to you greater than the desire to have someone not around you when you want to be by yourself? What's better? I wonder.
You know, when I was cooking, because I love to cook, I would just make this whole big, beautiful meal. And at the end, I would look down and like realize it was just me there to eat all of that. I do share a lot of my food with my dog. And I would cry. Not even about the sex, because it wasn't about the sex. It was about the connection, right? The intimacy, the feeling of another person holding you, somebody to sleep with at night. And I tried to fill it where I could, still read those sexy books and those fan fictions. And there was like a whole stretch of time where I was reading a book a day, okay? I have an Audible subscription. I have Amazon Prime. And I would just get one of their free books. Sometimes they were free, sometimes they were like $1. And I would just read a book a day because I just needed to feel something. They weren't always romance books, but a lot of them were romance books. I hate.
Well, you sisters are crazy. We just had that other woman up here that was selling WAP online, and she sounds exactly like her. And you seem more wholesome, but somehow y'all softwares are damn near identical. He's sitting up here. I just need to feel something. I just need to feel. Y'all all saying that now. Y'all just want to feel something besides meat jammed up in you.
Shout out to Halle Berry, Monsters Ball. Make me feel good. And that's true. It's not all about hunching. Hunching is the physical part of intimacy. It's the leading up to it. That's, fellas, this is why sisters like reading corn. They don't like watching it for the most part. Some do. But they like to read it. That's why they like reading these romance novels. Those things are descriptive and raunchy. It get explicit. You know, John Ram, his throbbing member, it get wild. And they be sitting there, smushing their thighs together, reading it. Men, harness that. Women like to be talked to. They like to be verbally stimulated. So that's what they want. They just want you to say nasty things to them that they don't see, that they don't deem cringe. That's all. Just talk nasty to them, to her.
And the other side is to the women, y'all got to be vulnerable. So that's kind of part of it, is y'all got to be open to it and not reject the men. So you got to be kind and sweet and welcoming and vulnerable. You can't be sitting here like a hardened rock with a scowl. You ain't going to attract that.
There you go. Amen, Mr. X. You want a guy to talk nasty and sweet to you the way you like, you got to be soft and vulnerable. But if you're a heart and bone Quisha, that ninja be a fool to go to that level with you.
Being one of those people that's like, oh yeah, I read a lot. And then like you go and look at my library and it's just a bunch of fucking sex books. That's embarrassing. Okay. I just wanted to feel that romantic warmth, even if it was secondhand on a page. If I could describe to you how it felt, it was like I was starving and those books were like grapes. Technically food, but not enough to make me feel fulfilled. Like I would eat the grapes and they would help, but I was definitely still hungry. And in all that time, even though I was starving, even though I was hungry, I still said no to casual hookups because it's just not what I wanted. So Science Corner here, because I wanted to know, like, where did I get this idea that adult, free, liberated woman engaged in casual sex? Well, the sexual revolution started in the 1960s when the birth control pill became widely available and women were arguing that they should have control over their own bodies with the feminist movement. And for the first time, sex was about feeling good and not just about procreation. And for me, something that started as...
That's intense.
Hell!
They say, hell, they done created these pills and stuff where we can't get pregnant. There's no consequence for our actions. Let's do what the hell we want.
And the pill ain't gonna protect against STDs and unforgivables. They want to think about that. And here's another aspect, ladies, y'all don't want to acknowledge. Y'all crave that seed. Y'all crave that glaze. Y'all want it. That's why in the throes of passion, brothers, Bonquisha be like, oh yeah, give me that. Yeah, give me, they crave it. They need for whatever reason. So when they came up with this pill, they said we can get all of that baby batter we can muster and no baby. Welcome to feminism and ladies' liberation. At what cost?
You're allowed to want and have casual sex turned into you're supposed to want to have casual sex. And something is wrong with you if you don't. You know, the word hookup really took off in the 2000s, which was the exact time that I was a kid soaking in that guidance. So something that I thought was really interesting that I found out when I was looking this up is that it turns out that younger generations have more casual sex than older generations did, but they're not having more sex in general. And I think that the part that I didn't know when I was a young teen watching all these shows with all these hip young women is that there's like this myth that's baked into all that programming, which is good sex is supposed to be automatic. And if the chemistry is there with the other person, then your body just takes care of the rest. And for a lot of women, that is just simply not how the body works. Plenty of women do not finish from one kind of stimulation. A lot of us feel like if that's the case, then we are the problem, that we're broken, that we're difficult. I just feel like I spent my whole life trying to pass a test and the test was fake the whole time. So I feel like this is the part of the video where I'm supposed to tie it all up now, tell you what those 3 years taught me, what these 6 years taught me, how I found myself, and how I'm so grateful for the journey and every.
That's an amazing stat she pulled up. So it's basically letting y'all know y'all are more loose nowadays, harlots, if you will. So you can have many bodies, but like she's saying, they will sleep with these guys one time and, oh, I didn't like it. Oh, let me try this. Oh, I don't like it. Back in the day, even when we was coming up, people was clapping cheeks 3, 4, 5 times a day. All right. Yeah, Bonquisha back then was getting, because it was good hunching. Everybody loved it. Nowadays, Bonquisha up here don't even like to hunch because they all weird. So they might have a lot of different mates, but you know, they sleep with God one time and go years without hunching. Back, like I said, back then, them women was hunching all day, every day. Maybe the same guy, but they was hunching.
Because no, man, you know what? I'm triggered. God dang it. Y'all, man, come on, brothers. There's a problem here. When we was growing up, we had a rule that if you got some cheeks and she didn't come back for seconds, you did it wrong. We held ourselves to a standard as men. It wasn't just, oh, you got something. No, ninja, did you perform? This was how we rolled. And we laughed at our cronies. Oh, did you get a second time? Then you didn't do a good job. Somebody else doing them cheeks right. My point is, today's modern men need to educate themselves on the woman's body. Shout out to Bane. You got to figure it out. There's a way to deal with it. It ain't just in and out. Just no, like Charleston White, just hump and pump. No, there's touches, sensations, a way to go about it. I would encourage every man. You ain't got to go get the Kama Sutra. It's on the internet. Google it. Google up, you know, what's it called? Like the art of love making. That'll get you some callbacks, brothers, instead of sitting there and wondering why she blocked you because your meat was weak. Shout out to Squeegee Kids, the Stat Goat. Been a member for 35 months. We appreciate you, brother. Says T-Move, that's so Raven. Needs to stop. She having meat premonitions. God damn. Shout out to Architect. Appreciate you. Says, ain't no way I'm leaving an insurance policy or 401k behind for this cheek and skeet. Appreciate you, Devil Games. Says the sexual revolution was a great finesse. Easy kudakata. Yes, it was. We appreciate your brother Tay coming through like you do. Says 50 Shades at SVC. Basically, she need Thanos gauntlet to feel fulfilled. Yeah, she need. I don't know what this sister need. Ropes and chains.
Man.
Yeah! Boom, shakalaka!
Shout out to the lovely sister Darkstar coming through like she do. We appreciate your sister gifting those 5 single by choice memberships.
So make sure y'all thank the sister, and we appreciate y'all, brother Tay D, coming through.
Big time.
empty night made me who I am today. But I'm not gonna do that because that would be a lie. People love to say, oh, I'm glad I went through such and such hard thing because I learned and I grew as a person. And no, I honestly, it sucked. This entire 3 years without sex has sucked. The 3 years before that where I was trying the casual thing fucking sucked, okay? And honestly, saying that I needed this time to really appreciate and learn and grow as a person is like telling me that I needed to have my left hand cut off so that I could appreciate my right. I just feel like it was unnecessary. I didn't need 3 years of an empty bed and a heated blanket and crying over a pan of food for me to appreciate a lesson that I already knew. I knew it the night that Hector left. I probably knew it before then and I was just ignoring it. Figured it out in one night. I didn't need 3 years to underline it. I know. Let me calm down. Woosah. Are people still saying that? Probably not. So am I grateful? No. Honestly, I'm a little resentful. And I think I'm allowed that. I'm allowed to be mad. And I don't want to sit here pretending like it was just some beautiful lesson. I didn't choose to be celibate. It's just what happened when I decided to start choosing myself. Ugh, that's so corny, isn't it? I didn't stop wanting connection. I didn't stop wanting sex. I just stopped performing this societal idea that I had learned that I was supposed to be more sexual than I actually wanted to be. Personally, my sexual liberation did not look like casual hookups. It looked like setting my own boundaries for the type of sex that I wanted and the type of person that I wanted to have sex with. And the reality is, this is the whole message to me underlying this video because I know some of you are very traditional. And I think that if you're a very traditional person, you want to wait to have sex, you should do that. And you should find a partner who wants that as well. I think a lot of the issue that we have today is we have so many different people telling everybody what they should be doing. We have the red pill guys who want a traditional virgin, which, yo, if you want that, I don't give a fuck. Go ahead. Find you a virgin out there who wants to cook all your food and, I don't know, bow to your every whim. I don't give a fuck. It's not going to be me. That's the only issue I have, you know?
The moment, why are y'all getting triggered? She said something about red pill. Why are y'all contributing to everything? Then you got these red pill men who say they want virgins. That's an extreme. I never talked to a man in my life who just like, I just need a virgin. I've never heard it. Nonetheless, she said these red pill men say they need virgins, especially grown men. They're like, and then she start cussing. I don't give a finnuck. Go get you one. I don't give a finnuck. I don't care. It won't be me. Go find a dumb woman that's gonna cook and clean and give you cuticata when you want it.
God damn. Why must Noor divergent or not? Why must these sisters, and she ain't even a raunchy, brutish hyena, but she still went there. Why must these sisters like her that can't compete with that caliber woman put her down just because you can't do what she do? You can't deal with a man. You can't cohabitate with a man. You can't have a man be monogamous to you. So since you can't meet the challenge and meet the expectations, now they stupid. Now they on the verge of slavery. I get it, but men, don't be mad at her. This is who she is. Just acknowledge it. She ain't nobody's wife. She ain't nobody's girlfriend. This is situationship up in 25B. You see what I'm saying? She's just good for the group. She's something to do respectfully.
Yeah. I would say if you're above the age of 21, you know, if you're looking for a virgin, good luck. I see Devil's Game said it's good. It's the need and to be logical is two different things. Depending on your age, like you say, good luck, especially, you know, I wouldn't even say in America, just anywhere, because you can go to some of these places and they can lie to you. We had the one brother up here. He was saying he was in Africa. He got a virgin or something. I don't know. It's like, how you know? He's like, she told me. I was like, okay.
Yeah, I don't know. I acknowledge that men want to be as close to the first man you deal with. Same time, if you talking about you want you a certified virgin, you, brother, understand the dating market and be in that position to get that. You got to be a bad mother sucker. Like, I don't know how you're gonna get a virgin without driving a Rolls Royce today. I don't know. I just don't see. You got to be rich.
If you have an idea of what you want in a person, then you should go after that. And if you don't find that and you end up lonely, then that's on you. Shit, that's what's happening with me, right? You can't force people to be the thing that you want them to be. You have to be who you want to be, and hopefully you find your person. So if you're a person out there who's sexually liberated, you want to have an open relationship. I don't know what my cat's doing. Oh, you're so cute. But if you're sexually liberated and you want to live a sexually liberated lifestyle, go do you. Go be you. Do whatever you got to do. It's not my business, okay? But don't try to force that lifestyle on everybody else. Some of us are happily out here diddling ourselves themselves, okay? So what are some lies about sex that you were taught growing up? Let me know. I can't be the only idiot who fell for Sex in the City or something similar. And how has that affected you today? Are you still holding on to those feelings or have you grown? Let me know what you think. I always love the idea of.
So here we go.
Hair!
Neurodivergent babe, back up here. You know, still lonely as ever. You know, apparently, or not. She got a bunch of dogs and cats, but she just told us this stuff is not fulfilling.
But then she ends it by saying that some folks like her, they are happy diddling themselves. She just said that. She said some of us are happy diddling ourselves and just skeeting all over ourselves throughout the day. That's not true. Ain't nothing like the real thing. That I don't know. I guess it ain't intimate. Is it intimacy when you're doing it to yourself? But that act is supposed to be so much more than just a physical happening. It's an energy exchange. Diddling yourself is not the equivalent to a man and a woman embracing that energy, that healing energy, that you do it right, man. You fulfilled. Y'all end up falling asleep and you don't remember what they're going to sleep. Y'all, you don't know nothing about it, neurodivergent. Just falling asleep and you don't get it. It's a huge difference. We're not gonna sit up here and let that fly. Yeah, diddling yourself and having a partner is two different things.
And I would say most of these women are simply misandrous. So that's just the bottom line. Obviously, all of us humans on this planet are not equal. And she just on whatever side she on, she don't like men. She just likes the big O, like she said. She likes, what a man maybe can make her feel, but she don't even like the idea of the being around men. She don't like the species, if you will. So she just like the Tracy Unhinged lady. That woman was 55 years old saying the same stuff. I'd rather diddle myself. I don't want to be around these men. These women are cooked.
Fair game. Enjoy it.
Money, 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 money.
Shout out to the brother James Horton. Good to see you, brother. Says that was my problem. I gave all them women that Thanos action, ended up getting tired. What's that? Getting tired. SL Windows, bro. Thanks God for my wife. Now I'm telling you, that is a side effect. You got sisters chasing you around.
Man. So as far as she go, we're gonna put her in the pit. No glaze for you.
Hey, no glaze, neurodivergent.
Madness. Fuck is you talking about?
This is Sparta!
You got to know when to hold 'em, know when to fold 'em, know when to walk away, know when to hide. You gotta count your blessings. You're sitting at the table. You hear me? Ooh, child, things will get brighter.
Man, shout out to the neurodivergence out there. I gotta look up that definition. Forget what it means, but nevertheless, neurodivergent or not, don't let it be an excuse to why you ain't getting a desired outcome.
So here we are, folks. We talking about modern women are strong, independent, and don't need men. We going over to this sister Tiana Taylor up here crashing out.
So tired of saying this face.
Like, I'm literally getting threats by grown men. And I'm literally going to my ex-husband. Keep in mind, me and him on good terms. I didn't even know we was beefing. So I hit him on some like, hey, baby daddy, what's going on? Like, yo, like, people was putting out these blogs. And then, somebody's kind of sending me a little bit of proof that you're paying to ship this stuff around to promote and help trend your name. Like, I'm like, but I don't want to believe that it's you because we're in such a great space. Like, I got love for you for real, for real. You feel what I'm saying? Like, I got love for you for real, for real. So I just like want to know if you could like stand up for me. Cause I feel like I've been standing up for you. For you to say I've been protecting you by staying silent. That's so like passive aggressive and like, what you trying to say? You protecting me by staying silent. You're protecting me by making me look like I took everything from you.
Well, you did. So she trying to call this ninja now. They are divorced and you call him when you are in danger. And then you try to drag the kids in. No, somebody trying to jump on you. You up here arguing with some grown men or whatever you was doing. Why you call your ex-husband and say, hey, these ninjas trying to jump on me. All right. And you say he's supposed to still protect you and his kids and his family. Y'all are not a family. You forfeit that experience. You divorced him.
You lost that covering. It's complicated now. You know what I mean? For one, if you were his wife, you don't need to be up here beefing with other adults. You need to stay in the background like a wife. But you're not that. Obviously, that's why you divorced. You're a big, strong boy. Now stand on that. I ain't trying to hear nothing she got to say. Then she take like all this daggone brother's money. You done left him. Start dealing with that other celebrity dude, the Mufasa guy. Nah, it don't work like that. Down with gynocratic order. Down for men being at the bottom of the totem poles, being millionaire crash outs. Absolutely not.
Are you serious? Do you realize even when I made the post to say not too much of my best friend, that was to give you a clean slate to do what you wanted to do, whether that was move on, get it right, fight for your family, whatever it was. I gave you a clean slate without people having to bash you. You were caught in the scandal around the time I made that announcement, not me.
Shut your ass up. Well, I'm saying shut your ass up because there's no disrespect towards her directly. Promise. She's a mother. Yes, she deserves to feel safe. The kid's safe. All that's fine. Boom. That out the way. You got on every podcast and talk show about how you and dude was so happy. Everybody was backing you. Oh my God, I'm so happy. I'm so joyful. I'm just on to better and bigger things. And I'm doing this. Oh, girl, I'm so proud of you. You dubbed my nigga Iman. And I'm Team Shump. I've been Team Shump forever. Shout out, bro. You dubbed, bro. You took all this money, all the cars, whatever it is. You let it get publicized in the worst way, making him seem like he's a bad dad when he's not. And we all know he's not. And now you talking about protection and needing his help. You motherfuckers got to stop that stupid ass shit, bro. Y'all got to stop that stupid ass shit. And now you look crazy up there. You do. You look crazy up there. Get it together. That's not the Tiana we know. Get it together. You dubbed Shump hella hard. Had the kids talking to him crazy on the show. Hurt my heart because I'm a girl dad. I'm like, damn, they talking to bro crazy. And she doing it too in front of millions of people.
All that. They emasculated this man in front of the public. His own kids, his daughters, they start acting like her. So yeah, I think it's two little girls. They was talking to him. This dude like 6'6" standing there telling him, shut up. No. And she in there talking to him crazy. I mean, I don't know how a man can live like that.
And again, we call it down the middle. She wrong and he wrong too. He signed up for it. You can't feel sorry for a man. He knew what he was getting into. He was getting into when he got with her, and he fell for what society deems to be a pretty face and a big butt. She built like a goddess for sure. But men, is it worth it? Look over time. Look over history. Somebody got tired of Halle Berry. Somebody got tired of Beyonce. The physical, I don't know. I always been wired this way. You can look good, but you open your mouth and I start to hear your thoughts. You go from being an 8 to a 3. Let's Miss X say there's levels to men. Every man should think that way, but these ninjas be smitten.
Now you up there, bro, with the deep voice and the green eyes, and he makes me feel so happy and so secure. And it's a new relationship. Shut the fuck up. Go ask the new niggas y'all run off with to take care of that shit you need since you so fucking, you feel me? I'm gone, cuz.
So it's just like, I don't understand what the issue is. And like I said, above all, we wound up going to court. I watched you say some really, really hurtful and nasty things about me, dead smacked in front of my face, and I still gave you grace. I still was cordial with you. I still was graceful. So y'all not gonna sit here and act like, one, I tried to take him for everything he got because I walked away with what I came in with. Iman walked away with all his cars. I walked away with all my cars. Iman walked away with all his properties. I walked away with all my properties. Iman walked away with a car that I bought him. I walked away with a car that he bought me. We both bought each other old school cars. That's on the internet. That's clear. That's clear. But let's also, we're not going to sit here and make it seem like Tiana's using Iman for anything. Like,
well, y'all see the report attached to it. Iman said in recent interview, he'll never enter another marriage because marriage failed him and left him with nothing. All right. He says, when I was married, I trusted my wife with everything. I loved her. So I put all my money into a joint account because I believe we were building a future together. I never imagined things would end this way. He says, after our divorce was finalized, I had to give up a huge part of what I worked so hard for. She received over $25 million in cash and assets. Man, he says, including $10 million in cash. He says 4 houses worth around $10 million, a Maybach, a Mercedes Sprinter, and even a tour bus. He says, on top of that, I pay $8,000 a month in child support, and I also cover our children's school fees, medical expenses. So he says she also kept her own businesses. He says, when everything was settled, I was left with about $2 million. I had no house. Looking back, I realized I made some financial decisions I probably shouldn't have made. He says it's a hard lesson, but one I've had to live with.
There you go. I don't know the details of their separation. Is it the stereotypical? Did he cheat? Is that what happened? You know what I mean? Listen here. Get an understanding. You should have known the type of modern boss chick that Tiana Taylor is you was dealing with, brother. Yeah, I ain't trying to hear your tears, for real.
At the end of the day, yes, Iman made his money and so did I. I've been in this business since I was 15 years old. We're not going to act like my bank account is like, nah, we're not doing that. I've had several Jordans. I've had several movies, several deals, all still active. All still active. And the crazy part about it is I said nothing when him and his lawyer told the internet, oh, Tiana's making more money. Tiana's bringing more money a month in than Iman is. Just because Iman played ball don't mean that this is a thing where it's like I'm trying to take money off of him. Iman haven't played ball since 2020. So yes, actively during the divorce, I was bringing more money than him in. I am. So it's just like, how are we sitting here making it seem like I'm being a gold digger or taking from him? And we're not going to do that. I bought my tour bus with my hard-earned money. I bought my Sprinter with my hard-earned money. I bought my Maybach with my hard-earned money. I bought my Maybach after Iman crashed my Rolls Royce and never replaced it. That I also bought. Okay? What are we talking about? Every single car that I walked away with, I literally paid for out of my pocket.
Okay. Sound good. Like you said, he said it was a joint account. He put all his money in there. You left with $10 million in cash alone. So what are you talking about? That a lot of that money was money he made from playing ball. So granted, he'd been out of the league, retired for 6 years. He ain't making nearly what he was making. But, a lot of the money that he made obviously was in the accounts. And that was a lot of money. Y'all was together. So those are marital assets and whatnot. And like he said, he made some bad decisions by putting it in an account with you.
There you go. He said, he was very trusting and he thought this was forever. That I can ride that train. At the same time, 67 million. At the same time, as a man, if you know you're going to be out here and you are going to be exercising your options, you might want to be like, okay, I ain't about to put all my eggs in this marital basket because things may go south because of how I'm moving as a man. That's accountability. You see? Like, I ain't doing all that because I still some loose cootie cut out here I'm trying to indulge in. And she got you. She played her cards perfectly. Yep. And she got you, Shumpert.
Out of my pocket. Now, at this point, I made myself clear. Y'all going to think what y'all want to think regardless. Y'all going to still run with y'all narratives because that's what people do. But one thing you will have clear is that Tiana ain't take nothing from Iman. Oh, and that $1 million, y'all claiming that 7-figure, 8-figure, it was a one-time fee of $1 million in damages. When Iman crashed the $400,000 Rolls Royce and Iman did whatever other stuff he did, that was the things he had to pay me back. Iman left me with a whole lot of shit. That's another thing. Let's be clear with that too. When you're dividing marital assets, when you're dividing houses and stuff, if it's still bills a part of it, if it's still whatever taxes, who you think got to pay for that? Because, bitch, let's be clear. Bitch, you think auntie want to be stuck paying taxes and bills and da-da-da-da? No. But guess what? I've been doing it. I've been doing it. So it's not a win-win for either one of us. At the end of the day, we were two people that really loved each other at one point. And let's be real. We were two people that really loved each other at one point. You feel me? No one wins when the family feuds. Point blank in a period. And one thing that y'all can't ever take away from me is how much I love that man and how much I've held him down and how solid I've been to him.
You a lie, and the truth ain't in you.
Stop it. Use a gold digging 304. You got a desired outcome, but quit acting like you some wholesome wife. You known for showing your body and being a sex symbol or whatever you call yourself. You know, stop the cap. I don't know anybody who kids should be looking up to you.
Agreed. But once again, the modern woman, they know how to pick their leaders. They know how to pick their champions. What does it take to be a modern woman's champion? Be in the limelight, have a body that they think is T. You know what I mean? Be a part of the it girls. And this is her to the T. She married a 6'7" NBA player. What greater accomplishment? Then he cheated and she got half his bread. She won. That's like she won and Shump put her in position to go dig and win. It didn't have to be this way. And he took accountability. So I made bad decisions and did, Ninja.
Love is the most important thing. And that's something that was snatched away from the both of us. So to think that even if that was the case, that I took something from him to, you know, get a house and get a car and boom, 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 like that shit means nothing. That means nothing. That means nothing. That means nothing at all. I never tried to send Iman to jail. I'm still not trying to send Iman to jail. However, I have to file a motion to get him to leave me alone so we can both go and live our life in peace. Like, I'm confused because y'all know peace is what I want. Like, I don't want no smoke, bruh. Like, I'm too happy right now.
Okay, you left him only $2 million. You just took houses, cars, shit, maybe even sponsorship from this man. This man has to get it from the ground up. Now, mind you, I don't know particularly y'all situation or whatever after y'all divorce, whatever. I don't know, you know what I'm saying, how much of in the life he is with his child, but I guarantee that he probably is there for his child. But at the same time, your problem is not his problem no more. You divorced him and got in a whole nother relationship right after you divorced him. You ain't asking Aaron Pierre, you know what I'm saying, where was he at when you about to get, you know what I'm saying, threatened? I was like, come on, bro. Now, mind you, black women should not be getting no threats at all, straight up. But I'm just saying, it don't make sense to me how you trying to blame him and get mad at him for kind of being nonchalant about the situation. I mean, bro, you took him for everything. If anybody had followed the story and know the situation, they know how much money you took from this man in a divorce settlement. You took houses. Like, $2 million is cool, but at the same time, $2 million ain't nothing. For real. He's not in the league no more, so he's not getting no league money. You know what I'm saying? So he's got to get it how he live. He's probably so worried about trying to get it how he live versus worried about you going into the, you know, when New York won the championship or whatever, won the finals.
Listen, like I said, Iman is not a victim, especially if he done did some things to cause whatever happened. You know, this is just more of a cautionary. This is why the date market is what it is today. And, you know, women are harlots and the men are not getting married to these women, not taking them serious. They see stuff like this happening and they like, this ain't going to be me. So all this does is just continues to mess the market up. People like Tiana and Iman, you know, ruining the market.
They are. And you know what? You know, yeah, Tiana up here gaslighting and all that. Same time, man, the dude Shump, he messed this up because She playing her card so well. He cheated. She ain't getting inflamed. She hit him where it hurts in his bag, and she up here being cordial. We're on good terms. I got love for him. She winning. He is looking bad. You know, I guess she claiming that she had to get some kind of order because he's harassing her allegedly. Not a good look at all. And now these hyenas will look at this example and say, "Oh, even y'all 6'7" rich ninjas ain't worth the dang. We all just one big old, unhinged ninja now."
Well, I would say they a little off base with that. This is the man they want. The thing is, we don't know what Tiana was doing. I'm sure she was probably cheating. I don't know if it's confirmed if he was cheating or any of that. Like I said, these is just, we can assume, but Tiana been known to be loose. They both were entertainers. So he was NBA, he on the road, 5-6 months. They are barely even together. So we know women cheat just as much as men. So they trying to demonize him as some jock ball player and she was some housewife. No, they both was moving wonky. So she just the one that filed.
There we go. Okay, I did a little Google search. So excuse me, there is no alleged cheating. Google say they ended the marriage. Tiana cited cruel treatment and emotional abuse. And he was trying to dim her light. Holy cow. I take back everything.
Oh, yeah, that's what I was kind of saying. I don't know why you kept going to bat for her. Tiana's a whole.
Well, no, because I'm like, if he cheated, he did it to him. That was my point. If he cheated, I'm not going to bat for this hyena. He did it to himself if he cheated and gave her all her money. But if they were just together and it's kosher and now she's like, hey, I'm not happy. Dang, I now kind of feel
that's what I'm saying. Yeah, this is a nightmare. They were very kosher. I think they had a TV show. The thing is, she turned the kids against him. Tiana don't deserve. She's a horrible person.
She filed divorce because trying to dim her light, cruel and unusual treatment. Holy cow. Okay.
You want to be down there by yourself and, getting threats and, that's on you. That's on you. Don't try to blame him and get mad at him. But he gonna be nonchalant because at the end of the day, you took hella millions from me and the way you divorced me so quick and got in a whole nother relationship, shit, I didn't think you gave a damn.
Bitch, I'm too happy right now, bitch. I'm too happy right now, bitch. You think I want to sit here, motherfucker? Be talking about some divorce that only makes me look like I'm coming with a whole bunch of baggage. Like nobody want to do that. But yeah, like I said, it is what it is. This divorce, these settlements and all this fake false shit, all this stuff is old. They tried to put this out back in June 2024, but it didn't work because right after court, I flew straight down to Paris Fashion Week and was doing all of that. So it was overshadowed. And then it's crazy how days after my Black Woman in Hollywood Essence Award, now this comes back up to the light. And not only is it coming back up, but it is also not true. It's not true. Y'all forgot after the divorce, he went and did skits. He went and did skits, creating a narrative about the da-da-da. Man, that lady took you for all you got, da-da-da. He went and did skits. He's been throwing shots at me the whole time through.
Hell. Yeah, I was going to say, it's my understanding that Iman was simping out for her big time. So he was very simping out for her. He was in love. She was courtside at the games. I'm thinking what happened is he retired from the NBA and money got funny. And like you said, she like Ninja. I'm sure she was probably talking to him crazy. The relationship went rocky. He went from an NBA player making millions to retired and not, and doing gigs or whatever he's been doing. And she just said it. She said, I'm the breadwinner since he retired. I make the money. So we know how that dynamic goes. So this is not, she got away. Like she's saying, oh, I ain't getting nothing. Y'all see what he put in this or in this quote here. You muted.
Shit. Yeah, that's not cool. That's not cool at all. Golly. So he really liked this sister, had these kids, and there you go. So he retired from the NBA, One thing I have observed, and I think is kind of known, by the general public, that these big time celebrities and athletes, once they leave that arena that gave them their personality, that arena that gave them that ego that the women love, now it's gone. They go into a dark space. They do. And now this brother down, he retiring, the fame wearing off. He ain't feeling like himself. And now Tiana Taylor here rubbing in his face. I'm the breadwinner now. Come on, Ninja. Hunch me like you just won the championship. This brother got to rebuild himself. And she wasn't having it. Now it's emotional abuse because maybe he a little chippy. He can't, he ain't practicing, he ain't playing, a little chippy now. And now it's emotional abuse and you taking his money. Evil.
His music, he's doing skits. Like at the end of the day, y'all didn't see me do none of that. I've done nothing but work my ass off and mind my business. But y'all forgot all of that. Y'all forgot all that. It's awfully strange how even today, as we speak, it ain't been on the Shade Room for more than 20 minutes that whatever they posted, his lawyer was already responding. Well, babe, that was the energy that I need, attorney Still. That was the energy that I needed when the other fake rumor came out and it looked like I was taking the man for all he got. When I reached out to my ex-husband and I told him that I didn't feel safe, why didn't you and your people clear it up then? Why didn't y'all do it then? Because you looking like the victim brings you more of whatever you feel like makes you feel better. And that's not cool. Making you like a villain for what? This shit is a year old. Like, come on. Like, I please show me the proof where I want to send him to jail. Show me the proof where I ever said anything foul about Iman publicly, anything foul about Iman to y'all. I've done nothing but protect this man. I can't control what's in our divorce documents. At the end of the day, when you have to get divorced and you're getting divorced, you have to speak your truth. I spoke my truth just like Iman. The shit only got put out because Iman leaked the divorce documents from Jump Street. Our divorce was private. Our proceedings was private. Everything was private for a whole year. Y'all didn't even know. I'm going to give you one even better. The same time that I filed for divorce, I still had Iman opening up for me on tour. Iman was still with me on tour. Let's talk about it. Iman was with me on tour. We singing Wake Up Love, we kissing, we hugging, we da-da-da-da-da. Like at the end of the day, I still had your back. I still looked out for you.
Man, this was a Hollywood marriage, period. So, like I say, they were, it wasn't like every day we waking up to each other, we cooking breakfast. No, he's an NBA player and she's an entertainer. Like she might say, hey, I got to go to Paris for 2 weeks. He like, hey, I got a road swing. I'm about to be on the road for 10 days. Then I'm gonna come back for 3 days and I got to go back out for 5 days. And it's the season. We in and out. I'm at practice all the time. She rehearsing and doing movies. There wasn't that kind of relationship. So I'm sure they both were doing things, but obviously that cancels each other out. So now, once he retired, they can finally settle down. C-19 come around. They in the house. Neither one of them working, and they were miserable.
There you go. Shout out to C-19, I guess. Seeing the folks being locked in with one another, it broke a lot of relationships. For some of us more fortunate folks, it built a relationship. I could not imagine being stuck in the house with somebody I didn't like that. Salute to C-19. Definitely worked on some things, came out stronger. But for these, when you have relationships like theirs that was built on more shallow, superficial terms, it's very difficult to make it through the duty and responsibility part of marriage. It's easy to get along when everybody driving Rolls Royces, flying private jets, going to France, fashion events. Yeah, it's easy to get along when everything is good. But whenever things get a little boring and get a little gray and cloudy, can you stand the rain?
Still looked out for you. And that's another thing. Y'all sitting there saying, like, at the end of the day, I've always held Iman down. When Iman stopped playing basketball, I got him on the shy. See? I called Lena and said, yo, these motherfuckers is playing with my husband. Like, he's so much bigger than basketball. He's so much bigger than boom, 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 boom. Like, he could act, he could model, he could boom, 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 he could do whatever he want to do. Let's get him where he needs to be. I got him on into his acting. So we're not going to do that. We're not going to do that. We're not doing that. We're not doing that. It's not cool. It's not cool. It is not cool that you could sit there and act like I brought nothing to this marriage. I brought nothing to our union. Our union is, I always been Tiana Taylor and Iman Shumpert.
Man,
You a lie, and the truth ain't in you.
You a liar.
That's a lie.
now you want credit for this man's talent. He's clearly talented. He was in the NBA. There's not many people in the NBA, just a few hundred, 500 or 600 guys. That's it. In the whole, out of 350 million folks or whatever, or we just talking about. Nonetheless, I'm the one. I got him acting and doing this and that. Like, and I'm sure you was probably throwing some of that in his face. He in the house retired. Like I said, C19, y'all sitting around. You're like, I'm making calls. I'm going to get you. Yeah, they playing with you. Let me show how Big Mama do it. I'm going to get you on this show. And then once you got him on there, then you let him know. Only reason you on there because I made that call. If it wasn't for me, you would still be in the house doing nothing.
Technical foul, sisters. Technical foul. The worst and most likely the last thing you will do to a resourceful man is throw in his face what you have done for him. Absolutely not. Don't do it. It doesn't work out. Keep that to yourself. She come up here, see, that's the gaslight. She always protect him, always did that. If you was really protecting him, you won't come up here and emasculate him like this. He was only acting because of me. He was only modeling because of me. He was sitting on his butt. I had to call my agent, call my people to get him back right. You want credit? Allow him to give you credit. Why does it matter if the world gives you credit? You see, like, you can't say shit. You cannot sit here and try to act like you are protecting your ex-husband's head, which I don't know how you do that. And at the same time, you are satiating social media madness. You can't be protecting somebody and satiating social media.
Man, this is wicked work.
Appreciate you, brother Derek. Says she talking like she was matching his money. It wasn't even close. See, but once she didn't have to match it. But once she started bringing in more per month because he was retired, that's all, just a little bit of leverage. That's all it took, Derek. Appreciate you, Derek. Says he is doing well in the sports media landscape. He has a chance to rise from the ashes for sure. They don't want to see that. Appreciate you, Travis Golston. Says a black woman award for being a divester. What? Appreciate you, B. Wyatt. Says got a light skinned friend that look like Tiana Taylor. Got a dark skinned friend that look like Tiana Taylor.
And listen, at this point, Tiana Taylor done earned her a trip to the pit.
There you go. Enjoy. It's a fashion event down there.
Fuck is you talking about?
This is Sparta!
You got to know when to hold 'em, know when to fold 'em, know when to walk away, know when to hide. You gotta count your blessings. You're sitting at the table. You hear me?
Ooh, child, things will get brighter.
You can't do it, sisters. Don't do it. If you want to keep things cordial and peaceful, don't. As women, don't rub in a man you have been dealing with, especially a man you currently dealing with. Do not go to him in arguments, disputes. I promise you, the first time you throw in his face how you have aided him in his mission or his purpose, like he owe you something, is over. That trust you just broke is gone. And as KS said, you sisters want to throw out these egregious offenses, allow your apology to be just as loud and sloppy as, the offense.
And there we go. And yeah, I would say the media did a good job at demonizing black men. Like I said, it's just safe to assume that Iman was cheating. If I was just guessing, I would say that's probably why she divorced him. But yeah, I've never, like I said, I don't remember that being a thing. I just remember her being cantankerous. Could he have been? Sure, an NBA player. She signed up for it, and she an entertainer. Like I said, we just assumed that she was just some good woman and he was cheating on her. No, she's a harlot. And more likely, she was probably cheating on him, kind of like Remy Ma and Papoose. I mean, we don't know. These dynamics be wonky.
There we go. Very sexual sister. Pretty sure she's more fluid than not. And these modern sisters like that, yes, especially for what I've learned, they're dynamic. Brother Shumper being more passive. A woman like her will be like, hey, it's just a woman, relax. You see, yeah, they'll play that mind game. She's like, ain't no dude, you ain't insecure about another woman, is you? See?
Yeah. So, nonetheless, all right, shout out to brother Iman. Hopefully he get back right. And we done made it through this wonky show talking about modern women are strong, independent, and don't need men. And also for the people that came in late, all right, rest in peace to our dear brother Leon King. For the people who don't know, all right, rest in peace. Leon, if y'all haven't seen him in the chat like we haven't, you know, Leon has passed on to glory.
Rock and power, brother Leon King. Bonquisha may not need it, man, but dang it, brother Leon, we definitely needed you, and we appreciated every wild moment you graced us with. Definitely will be missed. But as we said, all right, he may be physically gone, but we shall keep the life and the memory of the unhinged king alive from this point on. Long live the unhinged king.
That part. So I see some of y'all in the chat. Yeah, some of y'all, if y'all missed yesterday's show, we talked about it a little bit. And, you know, just make sure we informing y'all, because most folks, I see some of y'all just finding out. So yeah, rest in peace to the king known as Leon.
Yeah! Boom, shakalaka! There you go. Yeah, so yeah, he passed away in May, man. It's been a while. Yeah, man. God dang it, been missing the brother. I called, I knew something was up. My spirit was uneasy. I said, where Leon? Ain't seen him in the email. Patreon ain't been harassing us. That's because he up there harassing the Lord, bothering them. He up there reading the Lord scriptures.
Man, Leon up there harassing everybody. All right, all his favorite bands. He done found everybody. Marvin Gaye, all right, AC/DC. Leon got a hodgepodge, and he up there producing the album of the century. All right.
There you go. Send it on down here to the physical realm in AI form. There you go. Just a faceless AI channel. Leon King making music from the grave. He wanted to be the lead singer for Led Zeppelin.
Shout out to Leon.
Yeah! Boom, shakalaka!
So with that, I guess we'll pull up an old Leon clip for old time's sake before we get out of here. We even got G Honda up on the screen. This is throwback. All right.
Look at this. Good brother Q, our moral compass. He coming in now and again. Brother Roosevelt and Mr. and Mrs. Roosevelt, where they been? Good brother Trey Ferg, he didn't abandon us. Sister Brianne LaFay, there we go. Oh, man, look at that group. G Honda.
You know, the things that our women are doing in our communities, it's not shameful anymore. It's condoned. The black church was the cornerstone of the black community. This guy was gay. We all knew the dude was a fit, but we hid that shit.
All right, Leon, you got to watch that for YouTube, brother.
Leon, you can do that on here, Leon. You can trouble that.
I'm sorry. You gotta have to drop it back down.
Yeah. I don't know. He dropped the hard F word, calling somebody zesty. So yeah, Leon would come up, you know, a little bit on the potion sometime.
Potion, pills, and potions, all of that. Yeah, to see this right here. This was Leon before he went to the dark side. We got the evolution of Leon. You can see him. You can see the background. Yeah, you know, in his later years, he was dwelling in a pit of despair. And hopefully not literally, you know, hopefully it was all just, you know, jokes and games.
They're telling the truth about them.
All right, Leon, go ahead. What you got, Trey? I know Trey went
over there are European Jews. They're not. The European Jews.
Where's the plane? Where's the plane?
Oh, shit. I better not.
Hold on, man. Hey, Don. Hey, Don, where the hell you at, Don? Hold on. Man.
Hell!
Where I got Don Jeter at? Yeah, this one Don used to, him and Leon would go at it. He would drop Leon. And shout out to Don. Don was in the chat last night over on Truth Over Lies and show his condolences. So even Don Jeter paid his respects to the Leon, even though they were like Batman and Joker or something.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly. Batman and Joker. They had nothing nice to say to one another, but they never, went ahead and deleted one another, if you will. Just a perpetual fight to the end of time. And the time has ended. But yeah, Don Jeter, our bad, brother. We couldn't let you up on the show. He's in the background. Couldn't get you up there. Sorry. I know Don Jeter mad at us.
Go ahead. Thank you, Roosevelt. Thank you, Roosevelt. Holy hell.
No, man. Hey, come on. Somebody help me out. I'm serious. Help me out.
A few moments later.
And they're Christians, and you ask them one question: how much money did Jesus have when he died on the cross? And they won't answer you. But the thing is this, is that, look, until you teach the kids solid instruction, then they'll listen. But when you got all of this,
all right, Don came through, Leon. He came through the bounty on your head. And Leon was Old Testament. That was his quote. How much money did Jesus have in his pocket? I don't know. Some of y'all done contradict. Y'all said Jesus had bread. So it's a contradict. But Leon said there was no money in his pocket.
Well, I don't think he had pockets from the images we were getting. Yeah, I don't think he had no pockets, no, nothing like that. Nevertheless, I think the point was all these sisters saying they want a man making six figures. So Leon was like, Jesus ain't have six figures. He wasn't good enough. And watch your mouth, because Bone Quisha say, and ain't now.
When he died on the cross.
Passengers of the Doom
came through, Leon. He came through the bounty on your head to the bioluminescence, brother.
The passengers' final moments have been revealed by the wife and mum of the father-son duo.
Wade in the water, diamond, wade in the water. Something's gonna trouble the water. You better wade in the water. Yeah, man.
Last minute, like Hunger Games of this Bevan Jam.
Leon said not so fast. He said I can swim. Hey, he was in the back chat. Hey, Don, Leon sent you up here spending your SSI check. He on you, Don. Oh, the good old days.
Hell!
So this was about at least 3 years ago or more. All right. Leon said, y'all can put me in the sub all y'all want. I can swim. Nothing. That's a small thing to a giant.
There we go. We're trying to find a way to immortalize Leon King. I like that. Can he be, the unworldly sub driver? I think we joked about folks being a permanent sub driver. There you go. Could that be Leon? He's a permanent sub driver. He come and get him. And, because the boat implode, that's the thing, that the whole submarine idea, it comes from those rich folks. They got in that sub, went down, looked for stuff, and then imploded. But Leon, he can't implode. He is the undead. May he rest in peace. There you go. I like that. Jay Tillman, Mr. 40. Let's see if we can get Leon as the designated indefinite sub driver from the unknown abyss.
And Leon was like, Don was spending his SSI check, no, I say no SSI. I drop 100,000 on them right now. How much I gotta spend for Leon never to come back? Hey, Gavin, I got 5,000. I got 5,000 right now for this ninja to never come back on SBC. How much? Give me a number. Give me a number. I'll drop it in the Cash App right now. Say a number.
Did we say a number and he'll send $50 in the Cash App? Let me get a hoodie. Hey, if y'all Don used to be spazzing out in the comments, just tell me what it is. Say the number, and I'm on it. And then we ignored them. Then eventually, all right, here it is, Don. That's the number. Yeah, you know what? The way my account set up, I already sent $500,000 via Cash App today, so I can't. I'm gonna come back. I'm gonna run out to my Lamborghini if y'all still live. And I'm gonna do this and I'm gonna do that.
Or y'all can just come get it. I'll hand it to you. I'll take you to the bank. I ain't gotta lie. I'll let you drive the car. I'll take you to my bank and I'll take it out all hundreds and give it to you, Walker. I'll give it to you.
You just gotta come get it. We go to the bank together. We make a day out of it, huh? Shout out to Don Jeter, man. We joking, telling the truth, but shout out to Don Jeter. He most likely was the first person to ever send us $100 super chat. Many of them too, to put some spec on his name. It's been a month of Sundays, but he definitely was one of our first biggest supporters. That's why we deal with him.
That part, him and Project Leroy. Shout out to Project Leroy in the chat. Y'all know Project Leroy put Big Dime in the pit. I don't know if we had the pit, wherever we had back then. Project Leroy got Big Dime up out of here that night.
Oh, yeah. Some true, day one. So you got Don Jeter, Project Leroy, team. I'm talking about the guys, Team Peterson. Salute to y'all, sisters. I think Katie and Kyrie been here for quite a while. Old names. There's some other ones they've been here for a while. 3 a.m. See, 3 a.m. was his name was Leon King too at a point. Let me a shout out to our day ones. Nevertheless,
not King, but it was Leon, and he was
Leon,
like,
okay.
He just didn't want to be associated with Leon King, so that's how I believe 3 a.m. birthed his name.
Shout out to 3 a.m. But shout out to all our day ones, man. That 3 years ago, we've been up here that long, man. Listen here, we about to have a run like Friends. Can we be up here for 20 some seasons? Every year is a season. Let's see.
So like we told y'all in the intro, and tonight, rest in peace to Brother Leon. All right, for y'all who just coming in, pass the word along. And shout out to Mo on the go. Another one of the day ones, even though Mo got a love-hate relationship with SBC, Mo was the one who informed us. So Mo did her investigations, and she went on, found it on Facebook at a church, some church page. So, it's official. And shout out to Mo on the go for her contributions.
There you go. It's about time, Mo. Like I said, love, hate. Mo, and she been rocking with us. She's a pleasant detractor. But I often get on her because ain't nobody received as many no-cost memberships than Mo on the go. Every single time somebody would give the membership, Mo get one. And she never bought one. I don't know, even to this day. But salute to Mo, her wild self.
That part. So, nonetheless, we appreciate y'all coming up tonight. Rest in peace to Leon. We'll see y'all back up here Saturday night for the Regal Rumble, and we gonna cook up.
There we go. We appreciate y'all coming through, rocking with us, man. Coming through, hitting that Cash App, hitting that Super Chat, supporting your channel, supporting your interests, supporting your beautiful black media. Can't thank you, Jab Chickens, enough. Make sure your notifications are on so you don't miss a thing. And we for sure will be back up here this Saturday for more Regal Rumble, dating, mating, and rage baiting madness.
Money. And shout out to our brother Gone Postal. We appreciate you. He dropped $10 in the Cash App. He says salute, fellas.
Appreciate you. Salute, Gone Postal.
Shout out to Gone Postal. Yeah! We appreciate you, brother. And shout out to all the sponsors. Ham Dog in the Cash App. Shout out to Old School Gavin.
Yeah! Boom,
Brother James Horton, Sister Dark Star, Brother Tay D, Stu Pease, Deep Thoughts, Evie Ray. Shout out to Petty Sama. Yeah! Boom, shout out to Brother Ryan Page. Shout out to Jay Tillman, Frederick Howard, Lee Turner, Sister Olawal, Nais, the whole SBC Nation.
Big shout out to the show sponsors coming through like y'all do, helping to keep the lights on at Cart Before the Horse Studios. Can't thank you, Jive Chickens, enough.
So we'll see y'all back up here Saturday night. Until then, I'm Gavin X.
I am Mr. Walker.
And we are Cart Before the Horse Productions.
A good evening.
Sound what they ain't wanna hear, but it was real. With accountability, where that, we just try to build, not Jedi on the pack. Hit that like button, subscribe, don't front, cash out, support the show, super chat, let it flow, SBC Nation, we see y'all. Call the photo stand.